whoa. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. You know, I might have accidentally forgot to turn off the 20 milks. Yeah, good thing I got that. That would have been mighty unfortunate if you guys got like a million milks, right, chat? Yeah, that would just be a horrible thing, right, chat? Whoopsie, my bad. What's up, everybody?
You didn't drink your milk.
Why should I? I hate it.
You're going to be small and stunted forever if you keep using that stupid excuse!
Shut up! I don't have to drink it if I don't wanna!
Who the fuck doesn't like milk? Like honestly, who doesn't like milk? Me, I don't really like milk. Oh, I guess what? I'm working in Metallica concert. Yo, sick! That's awesome. Yo, let me know how it goes. Take some pictures. My title now will be the session, the milk checker. The milk checker. Holy shit. More like the milk packer. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I have no idea. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Friday. And of course, guys, happy Halloween! Ooh, there are few who deny it. What I do, I am the best. For my talents are renowned far and wide. Because everybody loves me. Happy Halloween, everybody. Hope you guys are doing amazing. It's the spooky day, yes! I can't believe I'm actually going to be giving out candy, chat. Don't come to my house. I'm not giving you candy. Even if you ask nicely, if you're like, Elara, can I get some candy? You're not fucking getting any candy from me, alright, chat? It's for the kiddos. It's for the kiddos. I used to like milk till my body started rejecting it every time I drank it. That is so sad. Can we get 5 gifted subs? Happy Boobaween. I like Boobaween, yeah. Can somebody scare me with a big pair of boobs? I mean, I'd never be scared, but, you know, I definitely wouldn't complain about it either. Oh boy, what did Twitch do this time? Something crappy again, I assume. Yes, of course. They're always dropping the ball. So Twitch, well, I'm not jump scared by my own, like, well, then again, I catch on corners all the time, so maybe actually I am. Yeah, so we're going to talk about Twitch, responding to, of course, everything from TwitchCon. Absolutely horrible response. We're also going to look, of course, at some stuff going on with Emiru and Miskif. And Emiru outed Miskif. It's a crazy situation. So we're going to dive into that, talk about that. We're also going to talk about another big bad situation. And, of course, a little bit of a follow-up on the Completionist. Sorry, I was trying to think of his name. So as you guys remember, we talked about the Completionist. He came out with his video, and I was like, oh shit, you know Kyle Jumps is gonna rip it apart. Well, guess what, chat? He ripped it apart in a 4-hour video. We're not gonna watch a 4-hour video. I do encourage you to watch it, but we'll kind of look at the TLDR on that. Well, so Ruby, remember he got like canceled and outed, and now he tried to like come back, right? He made like a little bit of a comeback. And then people made a video about him and he went away for like a year, right? Well, now he actually came back and started like uploading videos again, and people are like, yeah, no, bro. Yo, what's up? Happy Halloween! Yeah, for this game charity. Yep, exactly. Throughout the whole video when we watched his response, I was like, Bro, I have a lot of questions. Like, I just, I didn't feel like his response was very good, right? So I was like, all right, you know what? Let's see what he's got. And ultimately, um, I'll let Carl respond to it because I really do want to see. I really like that guy, the completionist, but it's like that he really went there. But as Kendall, I definitely expected it better from him. Yep, absolutely. I agree. I don't know if Twitch has any balls left at this point. I mean, they refuse to take accountability. Even somebody that, there's a clip of them sexually assaulting somebody. They literally will not ban them for longer than like a day. It's really, really, really sad. Of course, they didn't even take much accountability when it comes to the Emiru stuff as well. So we're gonna dive into all that today. A lot to talk about. We get a little bit of gaming news, a little bit of movie news, not much, but as always, I do want to talk about, of course, Halo coming to PlayStation, which is kind of crazy. We'll also talk about Animal Crossing update, lots of other stuff. The Palworld patent application was actually dropped, chat. Nintendo losing out big on that one. That's a huge deal. So we will discuss that a little bit as we dive in. It's some really you just do not care that much because of the swabs of money they make. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's true, Dapper. But yeah, Nintendo Wild, let's fucking go! I love that. I love that. And you guys were hanging with me yesterday. It was really fun to play a little bit Dead by Daylight. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. I think I would probably play it again. Maybe for like a community night or something like that. I feel like it'd be really fun. Yep, Nintendo lost the patent. It got thrown out by the court. So very cool. Never had an Xbox, never owned one regardless. Might be interesting. I mean, I really like the original, like Halo 1. I like that game, so I'm super excited for the remake. I mean, they already remade it once, so why not remake it twice? Yeah, temporarily throw it out. If you do community stuff I'd like to join, I'll let you know. I do need to get to level 5 in Night Rain, and then after that, I can certainly do that. But then I play with Toomsy and he keeps throwing, bro. I'm just trying to level up in Night Rain, Toomsy. Why you keep throwing on me like that, bro? What's wrong with you? Hey, did you know that kiwis lay eggs almost as big as their body? Lizzie, I feel like you told me that fact one time already. Yep, I went to Night Rain. Well, next week, guys, I do have a little bit of change to our schedule. I am going to be playing Night Rain with Terrarium on Thursday, so very excited. And then, of course, we'll play Fortnite later that night. So you get a double stream on Thursday, chat. You're so lucky. I'm spoiling you with double streams, chat. What is this? A subathon? Acting like I gotta stream a bunch? What is this? Miyamoto was around that wouldn't have happened. And Nintendo might actually drop a power report. Yeah, probably. probably. No double milk. No, you got times 20 milk yesterday. What else do you fucking need? Oh wait, it is. Yeah. Now I'm doing a double stream on next Thursday, so I just updated the schedule. I'm very excited for that. We're also gonna do. It's been a while, so we're gonna do video game review. Because I have a collab on Saturday as well. I already knew that as well about the crows. Yeah. Oh, chat. By the way, when you throw me off screen, my thing is set up so it will keep me off screen for a random amount of time, up to 3 minutes. So theoretically, you could redeem that, and I could just be off screen for 3 minutes. You never know what's gonna happen with that the yeet redeem. Yo, what's up, Crum? How are you? That'd be funny just to see like what it would do. Why do randoms want to fight Lion at level fucking 1? Oh, Night Rain? Oh yeah, bro. I don't know. People are crazy, especially in Deep at Night. You keep me taking risks like that. You gotta be at least level 3 before you like fight actually fight like anything, because you're just gonna get one drop. And even me who plays Revenant, you're just gonna get one drop, period. So are we gonna drown the lions milk at level 1? No, you can't. Wait, the lions drink milk? Yeah, I guess they do, huh? Guess they drink their own milk, but do they drink like cow milk? The lions drink cow milk, chat. What if a glitch you were just on stream for 15 minutes? I mean, you can just turn off the stream. How about that? You just turn off the fucking stream. Why not? Let's just do that right now, guys. All right, everybody, turn it off the stream. See you later. Bye, guys. Have Have a great rest of your day. Womp womp. They drink cat milk. Yeah, no, but I want to know if they drink moo juice. Yeah, they drink moo juice, yes or no? Yeah, GG's, what a great stream, guys. We didn't even talk about anything. Wow. I love it here so much. Yeah, what's up, God? Look forward to you. Happy Halloween. So what are you guys up to today for Halloween? What are your plans? I want to know. Tell me what your plans are, chat. What are you guys doing? For me, we're just chilling. We're gonna I think we're gonna hand out some candy. Only during goof troops. Hell yeah. But no, I'm gonna stream and I got a little bit of work to do. I'm gonna after that. I think we're just gonna hand out candy tonight. We already celebrated last week. And I got way too drunk. And yeah, so watch Corpse Ride Nights. Oh, Rain, I haven't heard much about it. What are they saying about the new Witcher season? I need to watch that. Good to see you again today. Hope you're well. Let's have some chaos. Oh, you know we will, Belfry. You know it. I'm dressing up in my V-Show Jamers for my workplace Halloween costume day. Wow, that's really, really scary, Chris. That's probably the scariest outfit I've ever seen. Going as gun run for Halloween? That's a wild costume, bro. GG's to you. When is it Twitch dropping the ball, to be honest? I mean, okay, so they normally do drop the ball, but, it's kind of less in certain moments, but this time around, oh my god, it's really fucked up. It's really bad. So, I mean, already Twitch comments bad, but then to add to it even more, nah, bro, they're horrible. I have a microphone, tablet, and speaker set up to welcome trick-or-treaters. Music will make them ready for this. Nice. Veteran is the ghost of CEO, so apparently somebody spotted him, doing DoorDash or something. I'm like, is that actually true? Do you have a picture? That'd be crazy. My costume for Halloween this year is Dane Clancy. Yeah, that's a pretty scary thought as well. You can just walk around and be like, safety, 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 and then just trip people or something. I don't know. Yeah, whatever the opposite of taking care of people's safety is, yeah, just do that. It'll be an absolutely fantastic Halloween outfit. Now, I think the scariest outfit you could go as is the Google Docky. Just literally somebody go as a Google Docky. That'd be scary as fuck. I wouldn't trust gun run to deliver pizza to me. Yeah, same. Yeah, you might try to steal. You open your box, there's a couple slices gone. It's oh, I had to take some off the top, just like you used to with V-Show Joe. Oh my god, what's up, Mr. Outlaw? Happy Halloween! Well, I'm going to get some, now, I'm going to Dave & Buster's today. God, I haven't been to Dave & Buster's in years. Imagine someone coming to your house dressed as Arby's or candy corn. Bro, they are getting no candy from me. I'm going to give them, a thing of soup. You know what I mean? Also, my area apparently trick-or-treat into 8 o'clock, because that's when the Blue Jays versus, well, really, I feel like a lot of people do, the trunk-or-treat now. When I was little, we would walk around, right? We would go, house to house, but I feel like now everybody does trunk or treat. At least that's what I hear, Veteran at my DoorDash should be, seeing the Grim Reaper coming for me. Yes, exactly! If I saw Gunrun delivering my food, I'd be like, I need to, arrest this man and, citizen arrest or something. So one key Google Doc is a costume, got it. Oh my god, please, no. Yeah, in city ordinance, there's no trick-or-treating again this year. There's only trunk-or-treat. We have to sit by the street and give candy. Yeah, I've heard a lot of places are going to that, but to be fair, unfortunately, a lot of people made trick-or-treating kind of unsafe. They were I remember one time I saw this news story where people were feeding kids, razors and poison. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Why would you do something like that? That's horrible. Yeah, so it makes a lot more sense. You're looking for something that seems a little bit safer, but I mean, especially these days, I feel like since COVID, nobody really wants to interact with each other. You know what I mean, chat? They just everybody is very much against interaction, talking to each other, hanging out. People just want nothing to do with each other anymore, and it's all since COVID. I mean, maybe before, but since there's actual news stories of it. Yeah, I'll find him if I need to for you. Haven't really fucked with people's minds. Yep. Maybe just skip the candy collection part entirely. Kids are fat enough. No, not all kids are fat. What about a cinder costume? What if you... You know you said Akage, not me. What's up, Mia? How are you? Before, wasn't there this, bad, it was definitely made it way worse. Yeah, I agree. People just don't want to, like, go around and, like, talk to each other or anything like that anymore. It's kind of sad. Yeah, like, interpersonal relationships. They're just definitely not what they used to be. Or just buy candy from a store for Halloween. Yeah, no, but, like, just giving it out to people, you know? Yeah, like, you can't trick or treat like how you used to. Which I unfortunately think a lot of people, it's kind of unsafe, right? At least at this point, I would consider it unsafe. I wouldn't let, like, if I had a child, I would not let them trick or treat door to door. I just wouldn't trust people. It's ironically more politically advantageous when people don't talk to each other. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That is true. What's up, pasta? Cool that people would want to harm kids or others in general, yeah. Very sad. But yeah, I remember, like, when I was little, my brother would take me, and we would go to, like, a ton of houses, and, we would just go, like, to their neighborhoods, and they'd give you, like, big candy bars, like, full candy bars, you know? Not even the baby versions. Just kind of give out boosts to the parents and everybody would show up, yeah. I feel like it's more like, Halloween is becoming less of, like, you walk around and, like, meet a bunch of people. It's more like a communal thing. You just go to, like a big, like, trunk or treat. There's becoming less, like, one person goes around to, like, all these individual houses. It's everybody goes and does, like, trunk or treat together, and that's kind of it. Candy was also more affordable back in the day. I mean, it's true. I think we bought, like, a bag of candy, and I was like, why is this, like, $10? Like, I feel like an old lady, but I'm like, yo, starting grocery prices. Really? You don't think it's safe to trick or treat? Let's get to it here. Old school stuff. I mean, turquoise, at least speaking here in Texas, no. I don't think so. You want to know the main reason for that? People are just kind of crazy here, but also, like, I can't even imagine walking on the roads around here because the drivers here are horrible. They'll just run your ass over. Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, back in my day, we used to scare the jiminies off those kiddos. I've been to the area. Now some very rural areas might be better for house to house. Yeah. Laura's the same height as like, I'm taller than the children. Okay, that's not true. Some kids are definitely taller than me. Georgia's pretty insane too. Yeah, like, I could not imagine just for, like, traffic by itself trying to trick or treat around Atlanta. I think I would get, like, run over, like, 30 times. You know what I mean? Or, like, imagine trick or treating in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm pretty sure you would just get, like, murdered in the streets. Oh, no. It's a lot of Americans not built around cars now. That's also another good point, Gabriel. Especially here in Texas. Everything's kind of spread out. There's no trick or treat around in my area, too. I live in Memphis. I mean, that kind of makes sense. It's just like, there are very dangerous areas in general, so you gotta be careful. Oh my god, I'm never going back to Atlanta. I've been here enough times, I'm like, nah, dude. I trick-or-treated here in Atlanta, mostly suburbs. Yellow Flash, I'm just afraid of the drivers. Like, people, I feel like, would run me over. And one time, I remember going through Jacksonville, Florida, and it was the scariest place I've ever been to in my life. Like, it was really scary. I'm like, I'm never going back to Jacksonville, Florida. You know, if Doomsday was here, he would back me on that. He knows. Or just being in Florida itself is kind of spooky. Although I do want, yeah, Jacksonville's not safe, but I do remember going to, Disney, and then I ate some candy, then I went home. I forget how big my ears are. Actually, my ears are pretty fucking huge. I kind of forget about that. No, I remember going to, Disney Springs for, like, a Halloween one time, and it was so nice. It was so beautiful. Everybody was, like, handing out candy. It was really cool. My head looks like an ice cream scoop. My papa didn't draw my full head because he didn't think that it was gonna take off my fucking hair. Oh my god. You still can't hear? Yes, I can. I can hear you. That's a cool word out there, seeing candy. You press this, go up. I'll talk about beefy 5-layer burrito used to be 89 cents. It's like the prices go up and they don't pay us anymore. I mean, I guess I can't complain. I'm a full-time content creator. I'm very blessed. I really cannot complain about that. But I will say, as far as everything else goes, I kind of feel bad for all the high prices of everything. It sucks. Yeah, it super sucks. Yo, what's up, Sir? You? How are you? I forgot to grab my tea. I left it on my little side display. Whoops. I love your model. Oh, thank you, Foot. I appreciate that a lot. How are you today? I'm at the house costs a head of cattle. Yeah, lazy. Like my grandparents are like, oh yes, I traded 2 heads of cabbage and a cow for my house that was worth $500,000 in today's money. I'm like, God damn it. We really got it rough out here. Yo, what's up, Zaggy? How are you? Thanks for coming in. While you were Disney, did you meet any of the villains? I did, BJ Rocker. I met lots of villains. People like your face, people like you. Yeah, lots of villains. Yeah, they committed the crime of having your face. I blame California. So many friends' places are cheap. And a bunch of people from California started moving there because it was cheap. And it made expensive as safety thing. Yeah, it's here in Texas too. Everybody moves to Texas and they're like, oh my god, it's so cheap. And then everybody moves here and then everything's expensive. The bomb couldn't be fused to Twitch's handle on the atomic level. It was so mean to drop it. Yep. They could literally be the bomb and still somehow fuck it up. I'm sitting like, what it took to this time. Everything, Shadow. Everything. We're going to discuss it. Did you meet the supervillain? No, I did not meet your mama. But I did meet Ligma. The ultimate villain of all. No, honestly, I did meet some villains when I worked at Disney. Because I used to go to a lot of like meet and greets and take pictures and you know all that stuff. So I met lots. I think the really cool one I met was Captain Gantu from Lilo and Stitch. He has a meet and greet, but it's very rare. They don't normally do Captain Gantu. So that was a cool one that I saw. I also saw Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame. So that was a cool one. We'll say they're like at 36 eggs for $4, some stuff for Halloween. Well, why are you buying eggs for Halloween? Are you handing out eggs to children for Halloween? They're gonna be like, oh my god, these are so expensive. My mom and dad will be so happy. Happy Halloween, Heavy. What's up? I'm at That'd be funny. Oh, I need to go update my deck in MD, new band list. Much love. Hi, Mr. Outlaw, I got you. And here's your egg. Here's your egg. Now make it scrambled eggs to put in the bowl. Alright, kiddos. Reach in here and get your scrambled eggs. Nah, I assume you're going to be, how do I say, using the eggs to achieve a terminal velocity, right? Right? Oh my god. Yeah, no, that's what he's doing, Censored. Stop outing Walk. He's trying to egg houses without chat outing him. They're gonna be like, oh my god, who egged my house? And everybody's gonna be like, it was that one guy from Twitch.tv. I knew it. I knew it was that one guy from Twitch.tv. Egging a house in this economy. Yeah, imagine egging a house. But like, how much do eggs cost, bro? They're so expensive. I was actually buying for some people making a bunch of cakes for the block party. Oh, you're having a block party. That's nice. I didn't know you lived in 1920. That's so cool. The hardest eggs are Red Claw's cave. No. Yeah, you put the eggs in a bowl so it's a surprise when they reach in the box. Bro, I do not want anybody touching my eggs. That's weird. Probably jumped 150 on full-size candy bars. I'm not getting pranked this year. Holy shit, dude. $150 on Halloween candy. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually insane, but... and that's amazing, but holy shit, that's a lot of money just to spend on fucking candy. I am so sorry. What the fuck? Everything's just so expensive, man. Yeah, I don't even think you can TP anymore. I mean, not that I would know anything about that. I definitely did not do that when I was living back home with my no, absolutely not. My brother and I totally did not TP other people's houses. I'm a sweet say-so child. I would never have done that. Forget the exit guys from Twitch.tv is gonna get a flaming bag of dog crap. I live in a cul-de-sac where the entire town comes together. We dropped 400 yesterday. Halloween kills the wallet. You know, isn't there like the original like Halloween Town movie? Don't they like actually celebrate like every single year? Yeah, I think they have like some type of like really big thing like every single year. I'm like 99% sure they do that. Well, which is really cool. Which is really, really cool. So I kind of want to visit there one day. Things aren't that much better here in Canada, especially now. Yeah, I know we've had a lot of tariffs and things like that this year, so that certainly made it quite a bit more difficult for everybody in the world. What's a one? Yeah, walk. The Disney one. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Halloween Town. There's like 13 of them, you know? Halloween Town. It came out in 1998. You know, on Disney. Halloween Town. You never seen Halloween Town? Bro, what is wrong with you? Halloween Town is a classic. Yeah, what do you mean you've never seen Halloween Town? Bro, it's gonna make City Hall in the pumpkin in front of it. Now there's like a bunch. Now there's Halloween Town 2, Halloween Town High, and Return to Halloween Town. So there's actually 4. Yeah, it is literally the most Disney-esque TV movie to ever exist. And that's a lie because we watched it together one year. I remember watching it with you. What do you mean? I think you weren't paying attention, but we did watch it. Moving to another country isn't cheap or easy or quick, yeah? No, just the Halloween Town, the movie. Not Halloween Town from Nightmare Before Christmas. Speaking of TP, when I was in marching band, my house is TP by the drum line. And I wrote a letter to my sister about how much I hated her. Holy shit, dude, what the fuck? That's mean. Yeah, it's... Okay, so remember it's got the grandma in it, and she's a witch. And then they get on the bus, and it, like, teleports them. She lives in Halloween Town, and the rest of them don't. They live in the human world, and then, the grandma comes and picks them up. Yeah, I'm sure you remember at least that part, because we were, like, talking about it. But why is my girl memory, like, an actual girl memory, and yours isn't? I'm like, don't you remember on October 31st of 2023 at exactly 6 p.m., 32 seconds, and we talked about this exact conversation? Bro, I have such girl memory. It's so bad. I literally do this all the time. Yeah, we watched it. You weren't paying attention. You weren't paying attention. You were too busy. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. I know you were watching it, but I remember you were on your phone, so I guess you didn't really watch it. All the salt is going to your head. I was asleep then. Yeah, you did fall asleep. I do remember that. But we did start it. We did start it. For other nefarious things. What the fuck does that mean, Aya? What do you mean other nefarious things? You fell asleep. I can't remember yesterday. I feel like I didn't even sleep. Like, I woke up and I'm like, wait, 7 hours passed? I don't even feel like I slept, dude. Like, it was so bad. All right, my loves, it is time for, of course, what you're here for is the news. So everybody do my favorite type, news! It's out of my chat. We are going to get right into it, guys. Quite a lot to talk about today. A lot of clips to look at as well. So everybody get ready. Buckle the fuck up. Buckle your seatbelts, chat. It's definitely going to be quite a big news day today. Now, guys, I got some news for you. Today and tomorrow is the very last day that you're able to order my merchandise. I don't want you to miss out on it, okay, guys? We'll find a seatbelt. Get in your car. I don't want you to miss out on this, chat. This does release pre-orders in tomorrow. So, tab it up while you can, guys. All you gotta do is there's the link right there in chat if you want to look at it. On top of that, chat, I want to share with you something really, really cool. I was in it on the front page. Yeah, is it not on the front page, Ian? Oh, maybe it's here. Armala, this is VTuber merch. This means VTuber. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, where is it? The thingy that you were talking to me about. Yeah, isn't that today? Or how's it cute? First of all, I thought you would put the code or whatever on here. Yeah, or is it at checkout? That you actually have to like check out. the code, the thing, the thingy. You know what I'm talking about. The thingy with the code. Oh, it's automatically. Oh, okay, bet. So chat, really, really cool today. Chat, if you buy something only today, chat, only today, you get free shipping. That is right. So only today, chat, if you order merchandise on TrueTuber.com, it's free shipping, which is an absolutely amazing deal. So save yourselves a little bit of dollars. It just automatically applies according to EOP. All you gotta do is just check out and it auto applies. So get that free shipping. Again, you only have today and tomorrow to nab it up and get that free shipping. Okay, chat? All right, so let's dive into a little bit of our news. Now, it is a bit crazy. It is a bit crazy that we've had all these free domestic shipping, exactly. So we've had all these conversations about Hassan, right? Huge controversy about his doggo. Collargate, all that stuff was going around. You guys remember this from last week as well, right, chat? Well, turns out, chat, that one of the most unlikely people decided to talk about Hassan. I cannot believe I'm about to utter this sentence out of my mouth talking about Hassan. But the Vice President, J.D. Vance, actually called out Hassan. let me say that again, chat. The Vice President, J.D. Vance, called out Hassan. Let's go take a look. What timeline is this?
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't spread over every egg. Why won't you die? You can't hurt me, Jack. Nanomachine, son.
I'm just surprised this exists, chat.
He has this command place, which is basically if I snap my finger and point, he will run to that place and lay down.
You don't have to zap him. Like
No.
Hassan.
Not like Hassan Biker, no.
Wasn't that disgusting?
No electrocution of dogs here.
How disgusting is that? What does that tell you about a person?
Well, I think it tells you that they're not, that they're bad people.
Yes.
If you can actually cause suffering to an innocent animal, you're probably the kind of person who doesn't worry about suffering in people as well.
Yeah.
And that's been my experience. If you mistreat dogs, that's almost 100% sign that you're going to be a really terrible person. So that's it.
I mean, honestly, like, he's not lying. He's not lying, chat.
We really sort of test people is
Yes.
if Atlas responds well to them, if they like Atlas, we know they're good people. But you can tell if somebody's really mean to animals, it's like the Jeffrey Dahmer thing.
Yeah.
Like every serial killer ever has actually been really bad to animals. That's sort of how they started. He has this.
I mean, like, he's not even lying. Like, people that do trust me, animals are more than likely, mistreating other people around them as well. So, I mean, I think it's a solid take. I mean, I know JD Vance has like his own controversies and stuff, and I'm not really here to address all that, but I did find it quite interesting that, we talked about the Hassan stuff. And then on top of that, like, he comes out and has some stuff to say. Yeah, like, you don't even have to like him, but I feel like he's got some fair points right here, you know? So, anyway, very crazy call out. Certainly not something I expected in a million years. Absolutely insane. Mockingjay, this is, today is non-VTuber news, so we'll be talking about that on Sunday. Yeah, so, please wait till Sunday, so I can catch up on my VTuber news. Gonna take anything from that side of the universe with a couple grains of salt. There's a reason I don't take no with politicians and politics in general. Sure, absolutely. I mean, this whole situation, though, is not political, right? It's about animals and treating animals correctly, right? So, obviously, this is just a person, like, you know, commenting on it. But I found it more than interesting because it's literally the fucking vice president. I mean, that's kind of crazy, right? Hello, when I was 10, I put the cat in the wash machine. What the fuck is wrong with you, Shima? That's horrible. I don't want to hear about that. That's horrible. On other news, guys, a YouTuber agent, Ratliff, I've actually never heard of this person, but a YouTuber agent, Ratliff, is being sued after posing as a federal agent in a prank targeting a business. That is right. So, Holmes Building Materials filed a suit in federal court seeking damages for defamation, slander, and libel. I will say that isn't it a crime to pose as like any like officer or obviously like a federal agent? I'm pretty sure that is absolutely a horrible fucking thing to do. So no wonder you're getting sued for that, bro. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Yeah, I mean, alright, dude, but you kind of did it to yourself. You know what I mean? In other news, guys, let's talk about for a second here. Brooke AB. Brooke AB said something that I feel like resonates with quite a lot of creators. It's something kind of being talked about a bit. The Brooke AB revealed that she had been treated poorly after losing 90% of her viewers. She goes on to say, you're worth more than your numbers, and those people aren't worth impressing if they aren't there for you. A lot of people started talking about this. She went on to explain, you know, mental health is better. Even Fifi commenting on this. When I went on a year hiatus, almost every person I thought was a friend wanted nothing to do with me because I didn't benefit them in any way. After I returned and my numbers got bigger and they found out about my other career, they all suddenly wanted to hang out. Again, this is why I'm very cautious now when allowing people in my life. There's a few very real people in this industry, unfortunately, which, when you think about this, right, a lot of people perceive other people's worth in content creation kind of tied to your viewership or your success as a content creator, right? So, I definitely feel like that, ultimately, that it is a bit sad, right? That people only want to associate with you because of your perceived worth, but you're still a person, regardless of your viewership, etc., right? So I feel like we should just treat everybody well, but unfortunately, some people are just not even going to talk to you because you're not a content creator of a certain size. And of course, it's never going to change. It's never going to change, but I think we can still talk about it and be a bit more compassionate and understanding, right? Be a better person about it. And just, oh, like, you don't have 4,000 viewers? Well, you know what? Fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? So, I don't trust anyone other than my 4 friends from grade school. Sure. Yeah, it's definitely not going to change, Tuxedo, and it is sad, but, you know, we can continue to talk about it, and I think that's okay, right? In other news, guys, unfortunately, now, you guys know, I'm kind of on the fence about Asmon. Like, I definitely lean more towards not being an Asmon fan. I'm just really not a big Asmongold fan. He says some stuff that I'm pretty much like, you know, some of it's really good, right? I agree with some of his takes. A lot of stuff, though, he says, I'm just like, nah, bro, that ain't it. But this right here to me, recently, what Asmon did is just straight up shitty. So let's go take a look here at what happened recently with Asmongold. Coming here from Gumi. Gumi says, I spent 12 hours, her ex-Asmongold fan, I spent 12 hours of fan art on him, only for him to shit on it completely. McConnell had to step in and tell him to chill and thank me. This man has given 0 fucks about his community for years before he even went down the MAGA content hole. This is an unrelated tweet, but what I will look at here is his actual response to this, right? So he said, like, you know, hey, I did some fan art. I gave it to him. And this is how Asmongold responds. I was upset because you made one of my favorite weapons in the game, Fight of Minthil, smaller than it was supposed to be. This clearly was unacceptable. Luckily, we live in 2025, and I was able to use AI to fix your art for you. What? Like, what? Like it like, let's consider this under the, let's consider this like the best case scenario, right? Like, he was just kidding. Like, and I'm talking like that's a huge stretch, right? Best case scenario, right? He is he's kidding about it, right? Why would you even fundamentally want to kid about this? Like, somebody put their time and their love and their effort to make fan art of you. So why does it matter if the you know, the size of it, the weapon is a little off? Why does it matter if the you know, scale is a little bit off? Like, they made this for you out of love and compassion. Yeah, it's very, very wrong. It's disrespectful. Yeah, I gotta say straight up, this is the take from Aspen, and I'm just like, no, bro, absolutely not. This is just very shitty to shit on your fan and to say, oh, also I'm gonna use AI to fix your art. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, why would you? Do you not understand all the problems with AI just in general? Like, and plus you're gonna be stealing from this artist, uploading it into AI as well. So other people are gonna be able to use that for generative stuff. I mean, yeah, dude, this is just being an asshole completely. Not acceptable in my book. But what do you guys think of this? What's your thoughts about it? Yeah, like, even like, oh, I'm gonna fix it for you. Like, that's, bro, nah, dude. You can put library with everything Aspen doesn't know. I mean, sure, but like, I mean, same here. There's a lot of stuff I don't know about. Nonetheless, here in this situation, I just feel like this is such a bad way to respond, right? And this was like something Naira tweeted about, like, you know, Aspen Goldstein doesn't care if anybody gets negatively impacted because of his coverage. I mean, this isn't like super related to what this person said. It's just more about like the community, right? But you know, this person's story and just his response is really fucked up in my opinion. So, you know, again, I've had some takes at Aspen where I'm like, okay, you know, it's not so bad. You know, there's some stuff I agree with him, but this right here, this is very mocking. It was very ill-willed. It was very spiteful. So, nah, dude, I gotta say, this is probably one of the first times I've reported on Aspen where I'm just like, nah, dude, this is just straight up like actually wrong. But besides his like original like controversy from last year, I think that was another time I was like, yeah, you're just straight up wrong. So I would say since then, yeah, bro, this ain't it. This ain't it, dude. In other news, guys, it does look like Twitter is updating their algorithm. However, you should be able to opt out of this as well. So, Jacob Grimar says, are you fucking kidding me? So Elon saying, did he confirm that X will delete all heuristics from its recommendation system within 6 weeks? So this basically means, chat, is fundamentally Twitch's algorithm is about to change. That is right. In a very big way, they're about to change. The familiar topic of like, in logic of likes, replies, reposts, they basically shaped Twitter for years, is about to disappear. In its place, Grok, the platform's in-house AI model, will read and watch more than 100 million posts and videos every day to decide what users see. At the same time, X is testing a new interface that keeps users inside the app, even when they open external links. So this is the first time in history for a major platform that has handed full control of content discovery to an AI model. Engagement farms, trend hacking accounts, and traditional growth tactics are literally just going to be thrown out the window, chat, because everything is going to change. The winners will be those who write in ways that Grok interprets as engaging, turning social media optimization into a new form of prompt engineering. What's up, Big Lord? How are you? Thank you for 24 months. Yeah, everything's just about to change, dude. Yo, what's up, Riot? How are you? Thank you for the raid. Everybody say hi to Riot. Welcome, Kitty. It's great to see you. We're talking about content creating news today. How are you? The shift could reshape influencer strategies targeting even political communication in a manner of where's my sentence? Oh my god. Oh, in a matter of weeks, key takeaways: X did not just change its algorithm, it replaced it with an AI reader. Your reach will soon depend on how fluent you speak Grok. Now you can turn off a few settings here, but ultimately you're still gonna be at its mercy, right? So that is pretty nuts that the whole entirety of the algorithm is about to fucking change. I've been fighting with Epic to get my math published. If it's other than that, I'm wonderful. That's great. Thank you so much again for the raid, Keating. I'm sorry about that. I've heard Epic, though, is pretty good about responding to things. But, yeah, very big shakeup in the Twitter world for sure. So, everybody prepare yourselves. Very, very crazy situation for sure. In other news, guys, there was a huge controversy going around, as well as a robbery that happened with some very, very expensive jewelry. However, a German company decided to make a little bit of fun with it. They actually built the forklifts used in this robbery. They actually used an ad that said, when things need to be done quickly, and of course using their own crane as a joke within that, which I think is amazing, actually. I think that's actually really, really funny. However, chat, to add to this just a little bit, they did apprehend a few people within this robbery, which was the $102 million jewel heist. That's absolutely nuts. Authorities say that DNA evidence from the museum in Paris, they were able to find some, so the evidence was linked to one suspect to the scene while another was caught trying to flee the country. That's right, they were trying to flee the actual fucking country. And then 5 more arrests were made in connection to that jewelry theft. Although those jewels are literally still missing, chat. So they did finally catch them. I was kind of waiting because I figured something would happen. So I decided not to ultimately report on this. So but they were caught. As sneaky as they tried to be, they were caught. But the jewels have not been found yet. So I will keep you up to date if they do find it. But what I want to talk about, chat, is so imagine that you are a thief, right? And you want to steal some stuff, right? You want to steal this. But imagine being dumb enough to stream it, chat. Well, that is exactly what happened here with this kick streamer who decided he was going to live stream his own break-in. Let's go take a look at what happened. We're not going to watch the full thing, but I mean, just how stupid do you have to be, dude?
See your hands! Police!
How stupid do you have to
Get
be?
down here, right now!
On October 9, 2024, officers responded to a call of a kick streamer breaking into a condo building.
Yep.
5 dispatch. Does this caller sign?
Level 6 looks to have carpet.
Yeah, this is actually like one of the dumbest things I've ever seen, dude. Why would you do that? He streams on Kick, that says everything. I mean, like, not everybody on Kick is bad, but there's certainly a lot of bad people on there, too. I just feel like, sadly, there's so many examples of bad Kick streamers, it just really rubs off on the platform as a whole, right?
We're on the 6-4 now.
I mean, regardless of like let's say nobody's in there, right? You still shouldn't stream that you're breaking into a building, bro. Like, that's so dumb.
Yeah, you're walking up on him right now. He's around the blind corner.
Let me see your hands! Police!
My hands are up.
Get down here, right now! I'll you up. Get down! Get down! Put your phone down!
On the ground, down.
I'm on the ground.
Yeah, it's like a condom. Yeah, it's like a condom.
I'm cooperating.
It doesn't matter if you didn't see anything in there. That does not belong to you. That is not your place. And let me tell you something. If I was a homeowner or I owned one of these places and I walked in and saw you sitting in there, I'd have blown your head off. You're in Florida. This isn't Virginia. People down here own guns.
Yeah, that's actually super true. People in Florida will just shoot first and ask questions
They
later.
have right by law to protect their property with firearms. So the danger in what you just did, you're 18 years old. You are way too young to come down here and get shot. Especially during this time right now. Because our governor is not playing around. You didn't see the speech he gave this morning? You don't know what's on the other side of these doors? In the state of Florida? Because you don't.
What's in Florida? Crazy people. That's what. You don't know what's behind that door in a Second Amendment state. See, you know what I mean? Like, the Florida governor's just like, he ain't playing. Castle defense state. Yep. Literally, Vash.
Let this also be a lesson learned. Yeah. Alright. I'll be back with you in a little bit.
Guys, if I can make a suggestion, don't break into anywhere, and certainly don't stream it. That is the dumbest thing you can do. It's just like, you're filming your own evidence to be like, fucking like, oh my god. Oh, we need evidence. Oh, don't worry, he filmed everything for us. Like, oh my god. Yeah, there were a lot of issues, and the governor basically said, F it, defend yourself. Wow. That's crazy. I mean, I believe it. In other news, guys, Disney is turning their Monday Night Footballs into Monday Night Football in Monstropolis from Monsters, Inc. So kind of crazy. We did see, of course, football kind of moving in a certain direction, right? We saw the SpongeBob Super Bowl. Well, now Disney Plus and ESPN are really shaking things up here with new Monday Night Football. Let's take a look.
Where the cheers are growing louder than
yeah, first SpongeBob, now this.
Year 3 of Fun Day Football is coming to Monstropolis as Mike and Sully team up with the Philadelphia Eagles and LA Chargers. Drew, the monsters here are so excited. I think I even saw Roz crack a smile.
Get ready for an actual live football game showcased in real time, monster-fied just for you.
We now know that laughter, not screams, create an incredible amount of power. But did you know that cheers are just as powerful?
We do now, and that's what the new Cheer Floor Stadium is.
I think they're trying to get the younger generation involved in sports, because I feel like sports is kind of falling off.
Tap into the awesome power
like
of cheer
overall.
as the Eagles and Chargers put on a display for the ages.
And don't miss Mike and Sully at halftime, competing against each other in a frenzied cheer canister challenge.
I want to see Mike get thrown like a football.
Most canisters filled.
Find out when Mike, Sully, Pixar, ESPN, and the NFL invite you to...
Yeah, they do this with Toy Story as well. Oh, I missed that one.
Streaming December 8th at 8 Eastern on Disney+.
I mean, it's kind of interesting, right? So I feel like this is the future direction of a lot of sport ball, right, chat? So let me know what you think about it, though. It looks a little dry, though, a little soulless. So I don't really know how I feel about it ultimately, but kind of continuing here, guys. Aiden, Ross, and Drake are being sued in a class action lawsuit against Stake over kick gambling streams. That is right. So class action lawsuit has been filed against Stake.us along with rapper Drake and streamer Aiden Ross, accusing them of promoting an illegal online casino on Kick to mislead U.S. consumers. Of course, this complaint was filed just 4 days ago in Jackson County Circuit Court, claiming the defendants engaged in deceptive, fraudulent, and unfair practices that violate Missouri laws. So this is specific for Missouri. According to court documents, named plaintiff Justin Kilham of Independence, Missouri, lost money gambling on Stake's platform as a result of defendants' wrongful trade practices. Pretty serious. Now, I will tell you that, they did respond to this. Aiden responded to this. He dismissed it, just saying, like, it's bullshit. But on stream, we can partner XQC also weighing in. This will go nowhere. This is just pandering. So I'll certainly let you know how it plays out. I know every state has different laws about gambling, so I'm kind of interested to see ultimately how that works out with online stuff, right? If you're in an online space, like, how does that work for online gambling? So I don't really know. I know the online rules are a bit different, but ultimately, we will see. Oh, okay. Oh, you got a thing. Okay, here, let me click on that. Oh, here you go, chat. Yeah, here it is. Free domestic shipping. Also use code TREAT for 15% off orders over $100. Wow, that's great. That's great. Imagine saving so much money today, chat. So, yeah, if you want to grab some merch, this is the place and time to do it. Yeah, this is the place and time to do it. So, Very, very cool. In other news, guys, the Streamer Awards have been announced. That is right, QT Cinderella tweeting out. Streamer Awards December 6th. Nominations are now open. Let's take a look.
Welcome to the second annual Streamer Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third ever Streamer Awards.
Yeah, I guess like the Mega Million or like the lottery ball. Like, I guess that's different. Pizza sweep incoming!
Can you believe it?
I hope so. I love Queso. He's always cooking. So, I think it will be streaming this chat. I got invited to be like a co-streamer or whatever for this. So we might actually watch this coming up on the 6th. But very cool. Very cool. So get excited. And of course, you know, VTuber supremacy. VTuber sweep! We gotta get the streamer award chat. Come on. VTuber sweep. In other news, guys, kind of sad. Not a creator I really enjoy that much. But SMG4 is retiring, chat. That is right. He is done creating content. He is going to be continuing to upload a little bit more till the end of the year. And then he's going to have a final kind of kickoff episode. So, I mean, he's been doing this for what, like 14 years? I mean, like, very, very long time. So anyway, let's take a look at what he had to say about everything, chat.
I'm ending SMG4.
What? I'm surprised Nintendo didn't like sue him. I'm not gonna lie.
And SMG4?
This has gotta be a prank, man.
Explain yourself right now, dude.
Well, wait, hold on. I need to do this properly.
Hey everyone. 14 and a half years ago, I started the YouTube channel called SMG4. I recorded Mario on my screen doing a bunch of weird things. I started introducing characters, many wacky different jokes, and it's been a crazy long journey of so many stories, so many adventures.
Considering Nintendo lost a patent because of prior art, it is highly unlikely. I did not know that. That's interesting. Okay.
And I'm so
yeah,
grateful
14 and a half years. I mean, that's incredible.
Make all these great stories and characters for you guys. But all good things must come to an end. This isn't a decision I decided lightly. I feel like with the amount of stories I've told and the characters we've met,
World W. That was like, yeah, baby. Oh my god, that's wrong. That's wrong.
I'm really happy and proud with how far I've come and how far the characters come and how far we've come together. And I want to give the series an ending it deserves. So,
you know, again, I really did not like SMG. I thought it was like complete brain rot, but I know a lot of people really, really loved it. So, you know, obviously, not my taste, but that doesn't mean that devalues him as a creator. So, obviously, he was very, very popular. A lot of you guys that I know love watching him as well.
Here's what's going to happen. On the 27th of December, 2025, I'll be releasing the last SMG4 video. A full SMG4 movie that will be a proper send-off to the series and the final chapter of SMG4. From there, the channel will be left as is. Leading up to that movie, starting from right now, each episode will be a special video where SMG4 will spend time with each character, ultimately doing the last adventure they want to do. You guys don't know how much SMG4 means to me. I'm so thankful for the show and for you guys supporting me every step of the way. So again, thank you all so much for joining me on this journey. And I'll see you guys one last time on December 27th.
I feel like ultimately he is gonna go work just for Glitch. If you guys don't know, he does a lot of stuff for Glitch, the studio, right? So I think that he might be retiring this channel, but he's probably gonna be doing work somewhere else. So whatever his career is, I mean, he's very young. He's gonna be very successful wherever he goes, so he's gonna be fine, guys. Don't worry. But you're gonna see him. He's probably just gonna take a lot more of a backseat role and supporting other bigger studios as well. So I wish him all the best, guys. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, I mean that's such a huge accomplishment. So guys, let's get into a little bit of more content creator centric news here. Talking about TikTok. TikTok actually launched a new feature, which is a tool called Smart Split that automatically clips, reframes captions, and transcribes long-form content into multiple short videos. I think that's awesome. Could be very helpful depending on how it actually works, but if you're a content creator, could be something that you look into, chat. That could be pretty nice. Also, another news, Patreon is actually going into the newsletter space, which is actually kind of cool. So we have the Patreon newsletter, you know, again, one simple editor, tons of creative freedom, email without the fees, grow your way, insights, what's working, one home for your community. So I think that's pretty interesting. I'm going to be opening a Patreon here very soon, and I am considering compiling my notes of news that I do into like a text format. So this might be something that could be good for me and you might see in the future. So pretty cool. In other news, guys, I don't know if you've seen this promo. Let me know if you see it currently, but Twitch is running a promotion in the US that offers bonus bits for gifting 10 subs until November 17th. So basically, for every 10 subs, I guess they throw in an extra 250 bonus bits. I mean, to be honest, that's a lot of money just to only throw $2.50 on top of it. But I mean, better than nothing, I guess. I mean, like, this is a weird promotion. This doesn't even seem like that great of one. It's just like, oh yeah, so I know you bought this, like, ticket to Disney World, and a full vacation, but here's a free pencil. Like, it's just kind of like, thanks. Why do I need this? Bro, Belfry, are you serious, dude? Thank you for the 10, man. I appreciate it. Oh my god. You're like, fuck you. I'm putting the bits in there too. That's actually crazy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Belfry. Well, I don't see the bits going through yet, but I guess when they do, it'll give me an alert or something. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Or maybe they just tack it on at the end. Yeah, did it work or not? Free pencil, let's go! I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm very appreciative of your support. Like, seriously, very appreciative. But I'm just kind of like, it's a very interesting promotion for Twitch because, they have like things where it's like gift 5 subs, you get like 1 or like a bunch. So like, yeah, it's free money. I appreciate you, Belfry. Thank you so much. I will add the time manually. I got you. Yeah, don't worry. Let me add it right now. I got you. Anyway, this is currently going on, chat. Yeah, currently going on. So I did read about this a little bit, but I want to talk about it just a little bit more in context. The Twitch did announce their reply to what happened at TwitchCon. Now, I did already cover this, chat. We did talk about it. Basically, it's a really shitty message from Dan Clancy, not taking any accountability. Ultimately, he says, like, hey, like, we're sorry. We should have done better, but, I don't want your words. I want action at this point, bro. Where is the action? So, Dana did actually respond to this message. Let's take a look at what she had to say in response. Obviously not happy, and I mean, I can't blame her.
A great response and all. I wish that the mismanage our communications about the incident would have been fixed instead of them saying that they arrested the guy when they didn't. Because they didn't, and it's on camera. So I just don't understand, if Twitch is a company, how the levels of PR that it went through in order to get to that point, if they have such a PR team, and I know that they do, because I've seen how their stuff works a little bit behind the scenes, how that statement even made it to the public and was so mismanaged if it wasn't true. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if that's Dan that made the call. I have no idea. I don't know who made the call in the company, but I've been very vocal for a while.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, let's let's say that Dan didn't make that call, right? He is still ultimately responsible for making sure that things go right. He's the CEO. He's at the top. So I just, it feels like he's constantly trying to shed the responsibility, and I think that's so wrong.
Know about like how I feel about Twitch is like and how it is managed from the inside, for a while. So I don't think that's any.
Bro, please give me one day to tour, like the Twitch staff. Let me talk to the Twitch staff for just one day. I swear, I will get all the information we ever wanted. And I will write this shit by myself.
New. Like people know how I feel.
Just give me one day, please.
Like, you know, but I don't know who made that call. It's just a dumb call, and that's not addressed in here. What it looks like. So.
Yeah, that's true. They're all like way older than I am.
To be honest with you, I think the damage has been done. I do.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like, to be fair, Zeke, I mean, he did in this. He said, like, you know, hey, I want to take accountability, but the problem is just like there were so many signs and people warning them to take action, right? And they never took that action. It's too late. I'm sorry, but I don't think you can take accountability for the result of your inaction, right? Like, yes, you can say I'm sorry about it, but it's worse when you get all the signs in front of you and you choose not to do anything about it. It's 1,000 times worse in my eyes when stuff like that happens. So, I mean, I appreciate the nice message, but unfortunately, it's just too late, bro. It's just too late. Now, remember we were talking about a streamer who actually, a creator that brought knives into TwitchCon. Well, ultimately, the streamer, Cherry, was banned for 30 days for selling prop knives at TwitchCon, did apologize. They said, I understand my props might raise safety concerns. I take full responsibility and sincerely apologize. So at least they were like, yeah, I fucked up on that, you know, because, you know, having those knives in an event like this can be very, very scary, right? So the talk was about the store near the Black Party, not what are you talking about? Basically, they hardly care about safety unless it harms their profit or sponsorship. Yep. So she did get, of course, a 30-day ban for that. W accountability. Yeah, I feel like 30 days is like, okay. That's her enough. She said she was sorry. She took her accountability. There you go. So you just got to be mindful of stuff like that, right? Especially at a place where safety is such a big deal, right? But to also be fair, TwitchCon should have seen that, right? They should have taken action and ultimately been like, hey, you can't bring that stuff in here. So it does kind of fall to both parties, right? They never got crap. The store that was selling real knives here, the Black Party, was the one that everybody was complaining about. Oh, gotcha. Interesting. I didn't know that, Walk. Yeah, thanks for clearing that up. Another news, guys. So let's take a look here about best friends experience with Dan Clancy, which I found was personally quite interesting. So let's take a listen.
I'm on the street and I'm like, hey, I have a few friends here with me. Do you think I can bring them in?
Yeah, I mean, I can see how that could cause concerns, though. You know what I mean? Brandishing it out in the open, like, even if it's a cosplay prop, you still have to be careful, right? In a space, like a place like TwitchCon, I feel like that there needs to be, considering what happened, there probably needs to be extra rules about cosplay props.
As a +1. And he's like, oh, I don't really have control over that. And I'm like, come on, you're the president of Twitch. Can't you do that? And he's like, no, it's kind of hard to do that. And I'm not sure if I could. And then we're going to the same direction. He goes ahead. I'm like, all right, I'm going to let.
So this guy is trying to bring, you know, his +1, like, girls. He's talking to Dan Clancy and he's like, nah, I can't do that. You know, I can't bring him into the party. I don't really think I can do that. So, okay. All right, cool. This seems very, actually a response that I would hope and expect from Dan to get right. Hey, I can't bring your girls in.
Let you go because I don't want to hold you up. And then I go back to my friend and we're walking and he's walking. We're going to the same building, okay? We're going to the same building. He goes up. And the first thing we hear him tell to the people that are checking for the badges and whatnot, he's like, hey, I have a few girls coming. Can you guys let them in later? And it's like, what? What? They're not even partnered. This fucking bitch. This bitch, man.
Bro, if this story is real, what the fuck?
Oh, there's Dan. Dan, can I get an interview? Why did you blame Emiru for being assaulted? Here. What kind of stream would it be if you weren't accosting people on the street?
Exactly.
Right here.
You understand?
Okay. My favorite streamer, right here, my favorite streamer.
What's my name? Wait, what's my name?
Oh, I have no idea. I can't remember.
Salty Gummy Bear?
Salty Gummy Bear, my favorite streamer.
What?
Salty Gummy Bear, she's on my Mount Rushmore.
You're a funny guy.
Did I get a selfie with the CEO? No, I'm not 19. I aged out. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking, you guys. I'm just playing.
Yeah, so I think the clips speak for themselves, right? I mean, we know, like, we know his infatuation with e-girls and younger girls, which again, like, if that's what you want to do, bro, you know, more power to you as long as it's all legal, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But, like, I just find it, like, it always seems like there's something, like, a rule, right? Like, oh, no plus ones. And then, like, they don't follow that rule, right? And you even heard it from this guy, like, he's just like, oh, yeah, just bring in, you know, my girls. Like, it just feels like if you're going to make a rule, right, you as CEO, you also have to follow it, right? So it's just a bad look, too. Like, you're the CEO, like, come on, man. Come on. It's not a professional look. So anyway, yeah, I found that interesting and I thought I would share with you guys. Yeah, but most importantly, and actually more unfortunately, is Amazon had major layoffs. And unfortunately, Chad, they actually are impacting Twitch employees. The exact numbers aren't known this time, but some individuals affected have been informed. An internal email states that it will be a small number. Now, I know a lot of people were tweeting about leaving Twitch and stuff like that, but I'm only going to show you one, but this is, of course, not the only person that left. However, I feel like this was probably one of the most important ones. Death watching, thank you so much for 2 months. Appreciate you. Happy Halloween. So, of course, Tarfu says, I was laid off at Twitch today. I was at Twitch for 11 years. I started off working in trust and safety. I moved to customer experience. I was the person who built the entire fraud department at Twitch. So again, the person that built the fraud department is gone. Whoever is running that department is probably AI now. But one of the reasons I never told people what I did for work, I was one keeping bad actors off of Twitch who steal and abuse revenue off the platform. I guess I did my job too well since it let me go, but I do have some great stories of being there over a decade. Horrible timing since my motorcycle accident was a month ago. I'm getting married in less than a month. This has definitely been a bad year. So wishing all the best for Tarfu. Yeah, I mean, the fraud department, it doesn't work. I think it's like wrongful flagging, but I don't know if that was necessarily his fault, but nonetheless, like, it does really suck to lose your job, right? Regardless of the layoffs. So, I mean, we can sit here and, like, complain about the fraud department. We can complain about every department in Twitch. But nonetheless, remember, like, this is probably somebody that was just an employee that was ultimately a victim of mismanagement in the workplace, right? Yeah, I know some people were like, oh, like, good riddance, I got banned wrongfully. And he's like, he goes on to, like, just prove them, right? Like, dropping this whole thing. But he's like, oh, yeah, you were, like, farming drops, etc. So, you know, people saying, like, oh, you might have built the worst fraud department for Twitch. I think you realize how many streamers got permanently false banned because of your terrible meme program. Harvey says, oh, I realize that not all were innocent. We just can't shame them and share the evidence. Data is a lie, but just like everything, there's a false positive, which you made good. Which is not entirely true. Like, can we talk about the Mythic Boys for a second? I mean, I'm sorry you lost your job, don't get me wrong. And probably you were more of a victim of the mismanagement of Twitch, but yeah, I can't really sit here and say that the fraud department was like cooking, you know what I mean? Anyway, chat, that is just one instance of somebody I wanted to show you that seemed to be very relevant, but obviously there were a lot more going around. What's up, Cloudy? How are you? Thank you so much for, oh my God, thank you for resubscribing for 3 months. I appreciate you very, very much. I think the bigger question here is, what happens to that job, right? Chat, does it get outsourced to AI? What's going to happen, right? Somebody's got to run that department. So if they're getting downsized, that just means more stuff gets handed to automation, which is not what we want, right? Especially for Twitch. Very bad timing, right? We've already had TwitchCon kind of happen. It was really shitty. Now we're losing even more staff in a time where Twitch needs more on-hand staff. So this is just really bad all around. I feel like Twitch is circling the drain at this point. Yeah, that's why I say that. I feel like they're circling the drain. But even worse, chat, I want to talk about a recent situation that happened here with two streamers. And the first one is Nina Lynn. That is right. Nina Lynn was banned on Twitch, as well as another creator by the name of Zoe Spencer. Now, why were they banned, chat? What exactly happened with both of these streamers? Well, chat, they were actually accused of sexual assault. And this was while they were live. And so they've got a huge amount of backlash and ultimately were banned because of it. So anyway, Nina faces major backlash over denying she SA'd Soki's assistant. Soki's assistant's name is Said, and calling it embarrassing for men to be assaulted. Said going on a tweet, I've been vocal about this situation originally, and nobody cared. It took me a lot to talk about it again. For the third time, it disturbed me once again, where it'll take me time to heal from it. I've been invalidated by the other parties, which don't realize what it did. So again, it is really, really sad because I feel like there's a lot of discourse about, male and female issues in our space right now, right, chat? We're talking a lot about, VTubers. We're talking about the stuff with Bao, all those things, right? We've been discussing this for several days, but, I want to point out that a lot of times, sadly, when a man is SA'd, it can be downplayed, right? And that's really sad. And it should never be that way because it can happen to anybody of any gender, right? And this is just a case study for a woman sexually assaulting a man as well. And either way, whichever way it goes, it's horrible and something that should never actually happen, right? But it certainly should never be downplayed. And that's what's most upsetting, that this happened to Soki's assistant, right? So, I'd say 1,000% happens to women way more, but I do think men are shamed mercilessly for it, right? And I cannot understand, right? Because I'm not a guy, right? It's a different situation for me, but I do get where you're coming from, right? Exactly where you're coming from. People trying to turn this situation about the sexist, but it's wrong when either side does it. Yep, exactly. So anyway, let's go take a look at the clip. I have a lot of stuff to show you about it. There's a lot of kind of like back and forth also, and a lot of lack of accountability on Twitch's end as well. So yeah, we even had what's his face in the Pokemon scene. That's true.
So what if he says, I feel like you did some shit wrong?
No, so the whole Saeed thing, no one essay Saeed. That's why today I was actually looking for Saeed. I was going to talk to him because he definitely felt disrespected as a person. Me, I take accountability what I do. If you dead ass felt disrespected, I didn't know. So you better let me know. If you did, I will always apologize. I mean, that's just normal people. But for him to walk around and say all that crazy shit, you never think about what Saeed's thinking too, though. Like, who
I mean, like, the thing is, too, is like, just because you think it's a joke doesn't mean it's a joke to somebody else, right?
Being called that. That's embarrassing for him as a guy.
You ain't see Saeed today?
You heard that, right? That's embarrassing for him as a guy. No, this person was sexually assaulted, right? It's not embarrassing to talk about something that happened to you. So to downplay that, actually, in your end is super gross.
I was looking everywhere for him.
I trying to patch that up.
I think he came out.
No, he was here. But I didn't see him at all.
Yeah, well, what a just nasty thing to say. Of course, here is the clip of the... Also, I thought his name was Said, not Saeed, so I remember that, but here's Saeed.
23,
No, he's not consenting.
Yes, he is.
He didn't even say nothing.
I don't know if I've seen that one, Decoy. It was good. I enjoyed Dead by Daylight actually a lot.
I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, that sucks.
Sit down.
You remind me of that
That's
one
horrible.
video. It's like a cartoon where the niggas start throwing out. It's like buy a car. Oh
Why
my
you in the
god.
way, bro? Let us go
Like that ass.
Yeah, he is a really good resource to talk about this. So, again, he works into stuff all the time, right? So, she says, this is my field of expertise. Women are more common to see for cases to be SA'd, but men do too. And if you are SMA, please report it. It will take time to reform the system to make it so that men aren't shamed for it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, and you certainly are a great resource to speak out on it because you know, right? Like, it's your work.
You are really a.
Nah, it gets worse.
You trying to block a nigga from getting
Yeah,
ass
no,
as
it
well.
gets worse, Scrappy. Let's watch the full clip.
He did not tell you that.
She don't want it, bro.
Take all this off. Take it off. Hey, yo, cut the cameras, cut the cameras. Yo, cut the cameras, bro. Zo, do your shit.
Bro, that's a wild thing to say. Why would you no. This dude's clearly like does not want any part of this, you know?
This is a nice bag. Hold on, this is a nice bag. Yo, how much this cost? Turn around. Start with the side. Oh, I need this. I needed this. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Zoe, he's not consenting. He's not consenting. Yo, that's.
He's literally saying like he's not consenting. Like, well, what are you guys doing, right? So, let's keep watching because there is a lot more to this chat. So, you know, again, Soki's assistant, Saeed, was thankful to Soki for saving his life when he was being SA'd. So let's take a look here at what Saeed had to say kind of during this moment.
You heard? Silk here now. Nobody making fun of you ever again, you heard?
You guys literally saved me. I'm not even joking. Because I was at the lowest point of my
and
life.
I'd do it again and again and again if I had to, bro. My dog, nigga.
Oh, that breaks my heart, man. Just like,
You're too tough for that now.
yeah, hearing him cry like that, that breaks my heart.
Okay, let her out. But you good, bro. You heard?
You saved me, Silky. Like, I'm not even joking. You saved me.
I love you, dog.
You saved me.
That's so sad. Yeah, just like, oh gosh, that breaks my heart. You know, poor guy. And I'm glad that the mainstreamer like stepped up and said something, right? Like that's not okay. So, here was the response to everything. So she did address the situation after the clips of the sexual assault allegations resurfaced. I think she was genuinely sorry and thought it was a joke. You know, she said she gives zero fucks about streamers who are trying to farm clips by talking bad about her. But the thing is like, well, you know, genuinely sorry, thought it was a joke. Well, the thing is like, just because you think it is a joke doesn't like invalidate it, right? Like, why is the first defense always, oh, bro, it was a joke? Like, what in the 2008 is this? Oh, bro, I'm sorry that it blew up your car. It was a joke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just downplaying it. Like, if you're truly sorry, take accountability.
Everyone else who is talking about me right now, whoever creator, whatever streamer, I truly could give a fuck. I don't care. Okay, anything they say, I don't care.
I mean, you're kind of gonna give a fuck when you get, like, prosecuted, you know?
What happened is between me and him, I will literally talk to him, and if he doesn't want to talk, that's completely fine. Whatever happens, I'm only worried about him. I'm worried if he's okay and if his mental is okay. That's it. Because at the end of the day, the person that really got hurt was him, and it wasn't me or nothing. So I'm not really over here being like, but what about me? It's like chat. I'm always be all right, bro. Trust me. But I want to make sure he's okay. Dead ass. Because he's been very nice. He's always been very nice to me. You know. Who are we talking about, guys? We're talking about Saeed. And this situation, what I'm talking about, has nothing to do with YBG and none of that. So I don't want to hear his name, but it only has to do with me and Saeed. And listen, I'm older.
Unfortunately, you made it a bigger situation between just you two.
Enough to own up to what I did wrong. And during the situation, I genuinely 100% thought it was a joke. I just thought he was laughing, so I'm like, oh, like we all just laughing and geeking. But yeah, I see. It is wrong. It is really, really wrong, and what we did was wrong. You know, he clearly was uncomfortable with it.
I mean, at least she acknowledges that.
He was very hurt by it, so.
You know, at least she acknowledges that.
But I do want to let him know, I got mad love for Saeed. Like, no matter how much or what he says about me, I do got mad love for Saeed, and He's been nothing but great. I said this 3 times already. He's been nothing but a good person to be around, always welcoming. Even after the situation, every time he's seen me, like, hey Nina, how you doing? I always go, hey Sai, how are you? Like, it's like seeing an old friend.
It's just like, you need to read the room, you know what I mean? Like, but it feels like she does acknowledge some parts, so she kind of downplays some others. So I'm just like, did you really, like, actually apologize here? You know what I mean, chat? So ultimately, Saeed did speak out about the situation. He said, you know, thank you. Still gonna make his statement later. He really hasn't made that statement yet, as far as I've seen, as far as my research. Looking into it, I couldn't find anything, but he did get emotional while talking about it. He actually revealed that his parents were very upset about hearing about what they did. He's going to be taking some time off to ultimately deal with this situation. But again, I just feel very bad for this this guy overall, you know?
Basically, like, I didn't want this whole thing to have an outcome like this. I mean...
And he clearly held on to it for a while because, you know, these clips are resurfacing, right? So it's stuff like that. He's held on to it for a bit, which I can't imagine how much that hurts as well, right? It eats you up.
I didn't want it to, like, them being banned is not really anything to me, because at the end of the day, like, sexual assault is a crime. And people that say that it's not sexual assault, I don't know what you think sexual assault is, or anything like that. I don't know. I just, ever since that this whole thing resurfaced, like every single time it resurfaces, it just takes a toll on me, and I just don't want to talk about it just because of that.
Remember Plunchy Servant Throne? I'm Muffin, man. We haven't got to that yet. Bro, I have a meme for you. You're gonna die, though.
And, like, the main thing for me is, like, I don't want my parents to, like, to see it and then have them, like, break down over it. Because I did later on tell my parents about the sexual assault, and my mom, she ended up crying for a whole month and felt like it was her fault. Because I do have a history of suicidal thoughts and stuff like that.
I just want to say, chat, I don't see anything that involves touching somebody inappropriately as a joke. You know, like, I just don't understand her defense, right? I literally don't understand Nina's defense on that. Like, that's not a joke. You just don't touch people like that, you know? What's up, Vampy? How are you? Yeah, consent is sexy, exactly, but just this poor man, you know, you can clearly tell he's just affected by it, and God, it breaks your heart, you know, it breaks your heart, chat.
And that day I was alone, and I just didn't want to, like, I just sat there and thought to myself over and over again. I will be taking time to deal with it myself, and I'll obviously try and work on being more vocal about it, and I really hope that people learn from this and try and understand, like, other people can deal with stuff like this and you probably don't even know. And the thing that hurt me the most was when they said I should be embarrassed, that I'm probably...
Yeah, that was actually the most fucked up part. I agree with that. For her to basically try to invalidate, like, oh, it's embarrassing for you to say that. That's so fucked up. I really, really do hope he is okay despite everything. So I had so much fun, Vampy. It was a good time. Thank you for teaching me. I'll try to use what you taught me the best I can. So this obviously is a horrible, horrible look, right? I mean, this is somebody that clearly doesn't really understand what they did, or really seem to actually regret it. Well, chap, there's a bit more history to this because people have actually been looking into her past, right? Kind of looking at clips. And here is this guy's toast. I'm sure you know this guy's Toast. He's a pretty big creator, right? But there is a part where she goes on to basically massage his butt without his consent.
No. You ready, Emma?
Let's take a look.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, Nina. Okay, Fred.
I know. Concentrating on the butt.
Okay, girl.
No, Nina. Oh my. Wow, you have the best masseuse, Toast.
That's good.
Wow, she is so bold.
My spine.
You love to see it.
All right.
So bold, so bold. Yep, keep it up.
Why are you touching this man?
Yep. Good job, Nina. So no.
Nah, dude, that's just weird. That's just creepy, and that's just weird. So, this guy's Toast, of course, wanted to talk about it a little bit. And again, here's what he had to say about it, chat. So, elara, why don't you read this to us? Yeah, tell us what is up on this one, cutie.
This clip is going around with the recent convos, so I'll address it. I was trying to get a massage from the physical therapist when Nina, an IRL streamer I've never met,
I never
pushed aside
met,
the therapist
never
and
met.
started grabbing at my ass while I was already laid on the table. I felt pressured to go along with it because 3 IRL streamer cameras pointed at my face, and also being at a sponsored event, I did not want to escalate the situation.
Yeah, that sucks.
I was extremely uncomfortable the whole time. Definitely should have said something in the moment and regret not doing so, and honestly a little ashamed of myself for not speaking up because I just know
It
if I
sucks, that
ever
pressure,
spoke about
you know?
it again in the future, people will say, well, you should have stopped it then. Note, I don't agree with the quoted tweet using derogatory term to describe Nina, just wanted to use it as context.
Legitimately, though, like, this shows, like, a pattern, right? But on top of that, too, like you said, he had a bunch of people pointed at his face. It was going to be kind of hard for him to really, like, during a sponsored stream, like, there's a lot of pressure to just go along with it, right? It's kind of like a power dynamic was put into place right there, right? It was really hard for him to kind of get out of that situation. I feel even worse for him on top of that, chat. But you can see there's just a history of her doing this, right? Now, there's even more clips here, of course, of footage of Zoe Spencer. Nina harassing Saeed. Nina held him down and so he danced on him while he was clearly uncomfortable.
Why?
So this isn't just like a
Why my boyfriend
one-time
here?
thing that we saw in that
Why
past
my
clip.
boyfriend here? He didn't even say hi. Boyfriend! Boyfriend!
Yep, there's more.
Boyfriend!
Where the socks guy at?
He ran away!
What's how you go?
He ran away!
Why did he run away?
Because I was trying to give him a dance last night and...
I'm gonna hold him down, you do it.
Okay. She said she gonna hold him down. Saeed, come!
Oh my God, you're the girl Saeed been saying so much about.
He has?
Yeah.
You've been talking about me?
Yeah.
Babyface need a barber.
He do need a barber though.
Nah, dude.
The kids. The kids.
Saeed, get him.
Why?
Nah, dude. And everybody else that was part of that too, like supporting that, that's also wrong as well. So, why are we talking about this, right? I mean, obviously this is horrible, right? But where does Twitch play into this? Well, unfortunately, chat, Zoe was reinstated from Twitch after only a 24-hour ban. Again, this was the other person in those other clips. Yes, they only served a 24-hour ban. And on top of that, chat, Nina only served a 1-day and 20-hour ban after this incident. That's right, chat. SA, the proven SA with filming only results in a 1-day ban, chat. Where is the fucking justice in that? So, of course, everybody has been up in arms about this. Of course, Twitch dropping the ball on actually enforcing some type of discipline here, some kind of punishment here. They need to actually do something. They need to stand up and they need to say, this is not right. We need to actually take some fucking action for once. Well, she was banned on the 24th, unbanned, of course, on the 26th there, so she was back. However, at least there is a slight bit of good news. She was rebanned yesterday, but again, we allowed this person to only get a 1-day ban, come back for, 4 days, and then now you decide to do something, right? I mean, that's so problematic. That's so problematic. Again, you already have, you're basically sending a message that it's okay to do that, and you're only going to get a 24-hour ban. I mean, yes, they went back on it, but we shouldn't even get to the point where we're going back. Backtracking on punishment, backtracking on actually banning people and holding people accountable for their actions. They should have just been banned, period, for whatever X amount of time. In my opinion, you should be done. You should not be streaming on Twitch if there's film stuff like this where you clearly don't show regret, and on top of that, you've done this multiple times. You do not need to be allowed on Twitch. In my opinion, right? You should be criminally charged on top of that as well. We're not even talking about criminal charges. We were talking about just like Twitch, but by Twitch's standards, you should be out of here, dude. You should actually be out of here. She needs to apply for a restraining order. Sorry, I read that wrong. Saeed needs to apply for a restraining order, yeah. As it said, if she gets a ban within a week, they should make an SA category on Twitch. What the fuck, dude? That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. Sadly, it's probably because of that dumb mindset of, it doesn't count because it was reverse roles. Which is an insane double standard, by the way. Insane double standard. SA is SA, period. Like, to say, like, oh, because the roles were reversed, it's lesser than. Absolutely not. What the fuck is wrong with you if you actually believe that? Like, SA is SA, period. Absolutely horrible, chat. So this is where, again, that, looking at the situation, this person is banned right now, but we don't know for how long. And to be honest, Twitch really dropped the ball on this, and they should have taken action and actually banned this person permanently. Again, I don't want to focus too much on Twitch, because again, they normally fuck up, right? And I do want to call it out, but let's make sure that also our focus is still on the things that she did that were absolutely wrong. So, yeah, what do you think on this one? Also, expand attention to Emiru says Slaughter was originally given 30 days. Yeah, it's just it's proving a pattern, right? Time. It's proving a pattern of their inability to actually enforce their TOS at minimum, right? Or even to actually hold people accountable. And we're gonna go straight into the Emiru stuff because it's very relevant to this story as well. It's really sad because it feels like they don't care, and then they only care if enough people raise a stink about it, and you shouldn't have to do that for there to be like some kind of actual result behind stuff, right? So, again, it's very disappointing from Twitch. But ultimately, again, this streamer needs to be, she needs to be, of course, held accountable for that. Whether it's, Twitch and the law, or at least the law, right? So, but that is what's been going on with her. And of course, chat, I hope that if you didn't know this was going on, it adds a lot of context to what is going on with, what's going on in our space right now. Of course, we had like the BOW stuff. We have a lot of discourse about male VTubers. So there's just a lot of stuff surrounding these conversations right now. So hopefully this gives you a little bit more backstory into that. But what I do want to also talk about, guys, is everything that Emiru said on her stream not too long ago. So we're going to be talking about Twitch. At TwitchCon, we're also going to be talking about Miskif as well. So first up, let's go take a look here. So originally, apparently, Emiru revealed that Twitch refused to hand over the name of her assaulter to San Diego police until someone called it in with a concerning tip. What the fuck is wrong with you, Twitch?
At their place of work, someone came into their work who matched the description of the guy, and this person was saying like, oh, I'm, traveling to Texas, and I caused like quite a stir at a TwitchCon, and this person like
That's actually a legal
reached out
thing.
to
Yeah,
the
I
manager,
believe
reached out
it.
to police, San Diego police interviewed them.
No, it certainly doesn't make you right.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is because all this stuff was delayed, this guy was able to get really far away from San Diego, allegedly. And this whole time, my manager was like, basically like begging Twitch, like, dude, like, please give us his name. Like, we don't know who this person is. Like, for all we know, he like lives around where Emmy and her roommates live. Like, I can't like help her if like I don't know who this person is, and they were refusing to do it. But after that tip from the person who said that the guy came into their workplace and was talking to him, my manager demanded the info from Twitch. So they did end up giving it to police, but not my manager as far as I know. She still doesn't. Yeah, so.
You probably had to get it from the actual police, because the Walk's point as well, a lot of companies can't just hand over information, but if it's like an anonymous tip or something, they might be able to. So I think ultimately here, because I saw this part, right, and that was my thought as well, like what's the law behind it, but also like it doesn't also seem that Twitch really wanted to do anything to actually like help along the process, right? Like there's a lot of things they could have done, and it doesn't seem like they were willing to actually like help out her manager, help them out, right?
The investigation's still going on, but it's like been a huge mess because of all of the delays and like refusal to work with the police. And yeah, it's ongoing. I can't like say too much about it. Like all this that I'm saying, obviously I like ran by my lawyer and stuff.
Check. Yeah, it just like seemed like they want to kind of just sweep as much as they can under the rug, at least in my perception, right? But to add to this as well, I think with the context, I know this is what makes it worse. But Twitch never actually privately apologized to her, chat. Nobody from Twitch reached out to her privately.
Did see the Twitch tweet that I believe went out yesterday. I was literally in a Discord call with my friends, and they were like, "Did you see that Twitch apologized to you?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is they put out that tweet. I was never apologized to privately. They put that out without like consulting me or anything. I didn't know that they were gonna do that, so that was yeah. I mean, I'm glad that, you know, they're trying to like take some level of accountability, but there's a lot of things that they didn't mention in the tweet that I feel like should have been mentioned. Did see the
I agree with her 100%. Again, it felt like they were like, well, we're going to take accountability for this, but also the rest of it. Yeah, no, we're not. Like, the apology is just a bit too late, you know, but she did confirm, of course, if your last TwitchCon, no more convention streams, but she will still, of course, be live streaming. So during this stream, however, chat, Emiru went on to list some very important stuff about Miskif, chat, and this is a huge bombshell. So just to at least give you a little bit of a nutshell about what we're about to go into, right? Because this was the same conversation. Emiru accused Miskif of blackmail, essay, domestic abuse, stalking, and harassment, chat. Yo, what's up, Goddess Nips? How are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. Oh, it's more than a bombshell, bro. It was like a fucking nuke. Yeah, how are you, Nips? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. We're talking about the Emiru and Miskif situation. How are you? Yep, so, guys, there's a lot to dive into on this particular situation. So, you know what? I'm actually stretch right now. Everybody, let's do a little stretch break. We're gonna get into it. This is, huge story. Huge story. Definitely sending shockwaves throughout the content creator community for sure. So, how was your stream though, Nims? What'd you do? Yeah, I'm gonna stretch right now because this is gonna be the majority of our news coverage today. What the hell? This is in Miskif. If this is true. I'm 99.9%. So here's the thing. Whenever allegations come out, right? I mean, how true are they, right? Like, were you actually there? Do you know for sure? You yapped and it was a cat. Oh, cute. How do you know for sure, right? So the best way to infer a lot of that, or at least like look from your own perspective, right? Because you're never gonna actually know. You were never there, right? Is evidence, right? Past patterns, past things that happen, etc. So I'm gonna do my best to Turbo, to paint you a picture, because I do have a lot of patterns and clips and things like that, and also Miskif's own words as well. So it's definitely pretty damning. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty damning. Also, another thing to consider too, at least very slightly, right, is somebody's reputation, right? How truthful are they? How much you look at this creator and you're like, oh my god, like, you know, you're a solid creator, you know, you never had like issues, like you're always honest, etc., right? I would argue that Emiru is really highly regarded, right? She's very, very highly regarded. She's pretty much kept her nose pretty clean, right? I mean, she's been surrounded by some controversial figures, obviously, like Asmon and stuff like that. But overall, for her, she's very clean. She's a very well-renowned person in the content creator space. So she says something, I'm more than likely gonna believe it, right? It's like if Iron Mouse or Chibidoki says, "Oh my god, this is true," I'm probably gonna believe it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit of bias, but I think it's ultimately a consideration for everybody, right? So, anyway, let's go take a look at what she had to say about Miskif, chat. And again, this is a really, really big deal. So, here we go, guys.
I'm finally going to be opening up about the psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail that Miskif has done towards me, and some of these issues which are still ongoing. For the entirety of this year, I have attempted to separate myself from him and not talk about him at all, and not talk about this issue, and just not make it a public thing. I always tried my best to keep this to myself, but like I said, I feel like it's gone to the point, which I'll explain later, that I feel like it just has to be done. I'm finally going to be opening up.
Absolutely. So, she goes on to say that Miskif has been indirectly threatening her for a while, chap.
I don't want what happened to me or what has happened to other people because of him to happen to other people. And I don't believe he will ever stop behaving the way he does. But regardless, yeah, like I said, one of the main reasons I decided to do this stream is to come out about all of this, because I can't hold on to it any longer, because it feels wrong to do so. And an honorable mention reason for why I'm doing this is that for a while, he has been indirectly threatening me through my friends and people that I work with. They've informed me that he said that if I ever talked about anything he did, he would try to create a smear campaign against me in retaliation. I was told that he even approached other streamers who were close with us
that's literal blackmail.
Together, asking them if they would join with him, and they all refused.
This man was trying to rally like a hate campaign because he knew he was smoked.
At TwitchCon, he approached one of my employees, threatening them and saying if I ever talked about him, he would destroy me. Multiple people have told me that his plan was to claim that I kill animals and that I killed my own rabbits, since I had several of my rabbits pass away over the course of 3 years while I lived with him. I'm sure he's probably listening now, and it's probably going to come as quite a shock to him that this information made its way back to me and that I've known for months. But if you try to threaten me to stay quiet, especially using my poor dead animals, I'm not going to stay quiet.
We will talk about the bunny allegations as well, but yeah, I mean, literally, this guy is just trying to like frame her as a bad person, find these people behind, you know, form the fucking Legion of Doom, like actually just genuinely evil, exactly. Yeah, and one thing to remember about rabbits too, because one of my cousins used to own rabbits, right? They're very fragile. They're very, very fragile, right? Things like loud noises can even just make them, pass away. They are very, very fragile animals. But to try to paint her as like some animal killer is fucked up. Very, very fucked up. So let's continue chat because she did go through several levels of abuse as well. We're taking this very wrong. Dead Metal, thank you for following.
Walls. Again, you can go see this in some of his VODs in his bedroom. The holes in the wall.
Like, Sage, I'm gonna be so real. I've seen the way he's acted before, Miskif, and I did not really get good vibes. I agree with you. I didn't get good vibes.
There would be times where he was upset at me, and I would go to my stream room and literally lock myself in to get away from him, and he would be banging on the door and screaming at me. And at the time, he also would more often do things like going, like if we were driving in the car together, he would be going like 150 miles an hour. And like one time he even said like, well, now we're both gonna die.
This guy is psychotic. What the
like,
fuck?
Threatening to kill both of us. And this wasn't like even necessarily because of me or like because of something I did a lot of the time. Like one of the times that it happened, it was because we were just getting food and he was on his phone and he saw that Mr. Beast had put out a video and Mr. Beast had invited another streamer and he was like, oh, Mr. Beast invited this guy to his video, not me. And I was like, oh, well, like, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Which led to him going 150 miles per hour in the car and talking about killing himself while doing it.
Because you didn't make the Mr. Beast collab, you're gonna put somebody in a life-threatening situation? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Then at home, other things would happen, like I'd be trying to sleep and he would scream at me and say that it was all my fault that he felt insecure. There was a time that
how the fuck is she what? How is she responsible for this asshole's fucking like insecurities? What?
I walked into a room that he was in, and as soon as he saw me there, he threw his phone at the dresser and started yelling because I had posted a YouTube video within the same couple of days as him, and mine was doing better. So basically,
this man is insecure that she was doing better than him, so he freaked the fuck out. What? Am I missing something here, chat?
I felt like I was kind of stuck in a loop where I felt like I had to constantly perform and like prove my value to not be thrown away. But at the same time, if I ever performed too well, I was gonna be punished for it.
That is so actually horrible. Like to feel that pressure, right? Ahmad, can you refund him? I don't know why that didn't work. I think Twitch is having some problems today, Death. Somebody sent me a picture that my channel looked like it was banned, even though I'm live, so I think Twitch is having issues, but to put somebody in a situation where they feel like they can't even talk or speak out, because if they do, you're gonna retaliate, that is already an unsafe environment, right? I mean, this is just some of it, right? This is just some of it, right? But this is, Emiru goes on to talk about how Miskif essayed her as well.
About the psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail, and that Miskif has done towards me, and some of these issues which are still ongoing. For the entirety of this year,
I'm like, wait, what is playing?
Crying like crazy because the emotions were just very high because I was dealing with a lot of major shifts in my life as a result of me attempting to start to try to distance myself from him. He, so yeah, we were just talking and I was crying a lot. He started to try to comfort me by hugging me while I was sitting on the couch and holding me really close to him. And when this was happening, we hadn't talked in quite a while, and I'm usually very uncomfortable with being touched a lot by people that I'm not in a relationship with. But I let him hold me while I was crying. And he started kissing me in my face, and I let him do it. I was still sobbing a lot. And then, suddenly, he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hand down my pants. And, I screamed. Yeah. And when I screamed, he jumped off me like a cat, like. And, instead of apologizing or checking if I was okay, he said, "I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go." And he immediately left my house while I was still crying without, checking if I was okay or anything. And at the time, I was still making excuses for him, and I was still afraid of causing trouble for other streamers around us, or like, you know, making things weird for viewers. I know that probably sounds crazy, but like, I just felt this pressure, like I had to try to keep things together, if that makes sense.
There's nothing to say. This guy is gross. Lara, do you remember the guy that used to have in their house who did send me somewhere misdefinitive? It's been so long. I do not drag. I'm gonna be honest, like, I didn't really touch on drama until like 2 years ago, so I don't think I remember that. It's probably before, but what's wild is he responds and sort of attempts to blame her for it. Yeah, he's just like, okay, so like, so anyway, yeah, I feel weird, so I'm gonna leave you by, like, just. When somebody is crying, your first response should not be, yeah, so let me stick my hand down your pants. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Good lord, dude. Like, crazy. So, unfortunately, he also ended up giving her a black eye as well. So let's take a listen to this part. Yeah.
He would throw bottles, like plastic bottles with liquid in it, not like glass bottles, at me, despite me telling him like I didn't like it and it scared me and I bruised very easily. He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him,
that's from
you know,
Kill la
it
Kill.
scared me, I don't like it. And one time it even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye, but he always, you know, was like, oh, it's an accident. And I was like, oh yeah.
It's an accident, bro. You can't have a history of throwing a bunch of shit and be like, oh, but now that it actually hit you, oh, it was an accident. Nah, bro. It's straight up attacking somebody. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, it's insane. It's insane. So, let's keep on listening to what she has to say. Like I said, there's a lot, chat. There's just a lot to her story, and we need to listen to all of it.
I also had a couple other streamers report to me that he would obsessively watch my stream and not.
So let me get this. This guy assaulted you. He sexually assaulted you, and then on top of that, he's obsessing about you, hate watching you. Well, what did this? Better yet, when he goes to court, what did this man not do to her? Poor girl.
And like, oh, I wonder what Emmy's doing right now. Way or like having my stream open. Like, he would be obsessively and attentively hate watching my stream, like watching my stream and just saying horrible things almost every time that I've been live this year. And they tell me that he would want to discuss how he believed I still wanted him. Interesting, considering I never replied. And he would ask other guys if they thought I had slept with anyone this year. They'd be like, I don't fucking know, man. And then they told me he would say stuff like, no, there's no way she's done that. She's not like that. And she's probably waiting for me. Just really fucking gross stuff.
Yeah, waiting for you to go the fuck away. Like, what the fuck?
Like that. And a couple of streamers in LA also told me that he was telling people that me and him still talk all the time, but we simply weren't together anymore because I was too mature and I was not ready. I was too immature.
Bro, this man literally decided to try and shift all of the blame onto her. Like, what? Dude, this guy is gross. This guy is gross.
But yeah, you couldn't see from the messages I showed.
I do hope it goes to court.
Sure
Absolutely needs to.
I mean, people can go
Needs to
back
be
and
proof
read
on
them.
record. Absolutely.
He was begging me to take him back for the majority of this year, which was 7 or 8 months total. And like I said, some of those messages were even, I believe, ChatGPT. Not that it really matters. It's just interesting, right? As of today, it's been about 2 months since he has attempted to contact me directly. I think because about 2 months ago was when he started kind of getting scared that I might have been like, you know, telling people things. Which
Yeah, it's very insincere to use ChatGPT. You know, I mean, I guess I could see it as like a tool, but yeah, it's very insincere. On top of this too, Miskif actually threatened to unalive because she was getting more viewers than him. I'm just gonna say, guys, doing that is absolutely horrible. As somebody who's lost a friend, and of course, you guys know, we've lost family due to unaliving as well, right, Chad? It's something very serious. So for you to sit here and say, I'm going to unalive myself over something like this, to put somebody in that type of manipulation, that situation, is absolutely horrible. One of the worst things, in my opinion, that you can do to somebody. Anyway, let's watch.
at people start saying unofficial Ms. raid, and I'm like, what does that mean? And then I check my Discord messages, and he's messaging me. He's saying like, Emmy, you know, I'm gonna kill myself. I waited, or I'm gonna KMS. I waited so long for this, etc. Basically he was upset because I had higher viewership than him. That's literally it. I had higher viewership than him. And like I said, this is during an event, so there were drops. Like, everyone knows when there's drops, like, it's not even fucking real, but yeah. There was a time that I walked into a room that he was in, and as soon as he saw me there, he threw his phone at the dresser and started yelling because I had posted a YouTube video within the same couple of days as him, and mine was doing better. So basically, I felt like I was kind of stuck in a loop where I felt like I had to constantly perform and like prove my value to not be thrown away. But at the same time, if I ever performed too well, I was gonna be punished for it.
What a disgusting human being, chap. So, Emiru goes on to show off a bunch of messages she had with Miskif. XQC, of course, was looking at this, but it showed many messages from Miskif trying to reach her after she cut off communication with him. This is 2 times speed. I'm gonna blow this up a little bit so you can see it. I'm not gonna read all these, but, you know, he's just like, hey, like, I want so much of you. Please just hear me out. I wrote up a letter. How I feel. Just please call me. Can you answer me, Emmy? Emmy, can we please talk? I don't even want to hear from you. Like, just look at all these messages. I'm gonna play it.
Someone who loves or cares about you.
And more! Oh my god! What are you talking
Bro, what? Look at all these messages! Take the fucking hit!
And more!
This is not someone who loves or cares about you.
I mean, that's crazy, dude. This guy just, he literally, like, did all these horrible things to her, and then on top of that, like, doesn't even recognize the things he did, right? He's just still, like, messaging her like, I don't know why it's 2 times speed. I think it was just to show all the messages, right? But so Emiru did say, which I think is a great thing, is she's actually filing a restraining order on Miskif in Texas, where she resides, in California, where he resides.
I also want to say, just so people know that I'm not just trying to like
it's reacception
put
death.
this out there and then, you know, I am already in the process of filing a restraining order on him in both Texas and California.
That is the best thing that you can do, girly. Like, absolutely against this guy. So, very, very rough situation, chat. Obviously, it seems like Emiru's got a very strong case here. However, is it true, right? Is the thing she said, are her words true? Well, what I like to do in these situations is I like to look for context, right? I want to see, has this ever happened before, right? Is there weight to her words? Well, chat, there is a lot of weight to, there's a lot of weight to this, right? You know, I know Queso's okay with these kind of jokes, but, you know, she's got more weight to her arguments than, you know, Queso's chair is holding up right now, bro. Like, there's a lot of weight to these arguments. So, let's go take a look here at an old clip where Miskif actually was asking Twitch mods to ban anyone who was accusing of being rude to her. Like, I would never say that, but I know that he's okay with those jokes, so... I love Queso. All right, here we go.
Hey mods, can you do me a huge fucking favor? Can you start banning literally anybody that ever tells me that I'm being mean to her? I mean, can you give a disclaimer?
It's not being mean. This is just how...
What? Like, I don't really know what context this would actually ever look good for you to say. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? I don't see any context that sounds good. So, we also are gonna go take a look here at another person named Tricia, and Tricia also had some experiences with Miskif as well. So anyway, let's listen.
Having been in this industry for years now, I've been exposed to many creeps. Sometimes when they are larger creators, I've been scared to say anything because I fear it will negatively impact my career. Last weekend at a TwitchCon after party, Miskif came up to me to say hi but just grabbed the top half of my face. My friend was in disbelief and told me I should say something as that was super disrespectful, but I've always been scared of offending people and I chalked it up to him being weird. Thank you Emiru for bravely speaking out, and I can't even imagine the horrors she has gone through this year. It sucks that sometimes we can't express our discomfort because we fear it negatively affecting our livelihoods.
That's a very good point. I feel very, I'm very outspoken, right? But at the same time, like, it's also very scary to be in the content creator space because if you speak negatively about somebody, like, even if you're right, not everybody might believe it, right? Or support you, etc. So, and this is my job. So, if I fuck up, right? Like, that's it. You know, like, you can just be toast. So, she does add on a little bit more
I
as well.
understand what happened to me is not that big of a deal and nothing compared to what Emiru has gone
but still,
through.
nobody should be coming up to you and
I was merely
touching
stating
you.
the fear of speaking out and expressing discomfort because of our jobs really sucks. Please go show her lots of love and support. It's incredibly brave of her to speak out. I've gone through some of the most creepy, disgusting things that I still am not brave enough to talk about. I'm sorry I am still a coward, but hopefully someday I will share some of the shit I've gone through.
It's a big deal, I agree. Of course, also another streamer here, I don't know how to pronounce this, is it Kuko? We're gonna say Kuko, or Q. So Q actually wanted to share their experience as well. My Miskif essay and harassment experience. Our first hookup, I was drunk. I was so drunk I couldn't keep my eyes open. Originally, I wanted to crash on the couch, but somehow I ended up in his bed. I remember all I wanted was to sleep, but he kept trying to kiss me and undress me. I finally let him have it because I was too dizzy to care anymore. He made sure to coach me to say, that it was consensual afterwards and get the story straight because he was afraid of being canceled. He was so sweet at the time that we ended up having a consensual fling afterwards. After our fling ended, he started terrible rumors about me, telling people I was manipulative, bad, and awful. So basically, there's kind of this trend where he does something that's very questionable and shitty, and then after that, he starts talking shit about that person so people will not believe him. That's pretty much the pattern I'm seeing, chat. I would hear the most awful rumors from people I just met even years later. He would continue talking about me long after we no longer interacted. This made me never reach out to people anymore. I was mortified at the rumors he spread and depressed over what people thought of me. Lakari is witness to the depression Miskif caused for me. He's also witness to the harassment I experienced long after the fling was over. During my relationship with Lakari, he'd regularly talk shit about me and constantly tell Lakari that he doesn't know the real Q. He tried poisoning our relationship the whole time. He would plant ideas into Lakari's head to start fights. Great. So now Miskif is trying to ruin their relationship. After the relationship with Lakari ended, Miz ended up the shit talking even more. Lakari noted that it looked like Miz was actively trying to ruin my reputation. I would hear how everyone in Austin hates me because of what Miz would say. I think Emiru is super brave for coming out with her story. I struggle with posting this as I don't want to be associated with her tied them at all, but I want to corroborate her story with my personal help Miskif kindly gifted me. How fucked up, dude. How fucked up. Absolutely horrible. So again, he does something that's shitty, questionable, then he's like, oh, guess what? Yeah, so I'm gonna just try to make sure that I'm talking enough shit about you and ruin your reputation. So when you actually come out with the truth, hopefully nobody will believe you. Such a manipulative tactic. Arya also says, one of the reasons Brian killed himself was because he was jealous of me. Miskif 2025. I want you to read this again, chat, and soak in that somebody would say that. One of the reasons this person unalived themselves was because he was jealous of me, Miskif. What kind of fucking horrible human being are you to say something like that? Nobody is jealous of your stupid fucking horrible ass. Nobody is jealous of the horrible things that you've done, and nobody is jealous of the person that you are. You think way too highly of yourself if you actually think that that's even close to remotely true. And in fact, it can't even be true. What a horrible thing to say. Horrible, horrible thing to say.
I was cordial during a live stream where you asked to come over and collab, just to save you the public shame,
spiteful.
And my plan was to ask you out to lunch for a serious talk. I have messages with Emmy approving this plan, although doubtful. It wasn't completely hopeless. I needed to see for myself since I had seen Miz as a friend too. I had known about your terrible treatment to others and wanted to know if you felt any remorse or could essentially be changed. But you went live anyways without my consent. I end up letting you down there too, but after the stream, I offered some time for a talk to which you agree.
I cannot believe that you would say something so gross to somebody else.
Miz came over to my place and we talked for around 3 hours.
I've been way madder at
going in circles about his mistreatment in the
This makes me
scene.
angry.
I do my best to incite the possible path of reflection, but ultimately to no avail. The man was convinced he had done no wrong and everyone was out to get him. I gave you a chance to come clean about anything, just to see
everybody
if
was
there was
certainly
any
after you, let me
humanity
tell
left in
you.
And you fucked
Now,
it
what
up
a
so
vile
hard.
person.
The one statement that broke all hope for you. Not realizing I had become close to Byron. Not once during the time I talked to him every single day leading up to the tragedy had he ever mentioned your name. Once I angrily confronted you about that and showed you proof of our friendship, you quickly tried to change the subject after saying well he was. I've been holding on to this shit statement for some time now, waiting for the right moment when Emmy decided to come out with everything. You are a shit human, Miz. You are not the victim, but you create them.
You are not the victim, but you create them. That I'm putting that in my brain. That is such a strong statement. You are a shit human, Miz. You are not the victim, but you create them. My God, dude. What a fucking banger line. Absolutely true. So true. so true. How disgusting for you to say, oh, yeah, somebody no longer wanted to be around because they were jealous of me. What a fucking disgusting, horrible person.
We got on the right track when you finally mentioned mood swings, but quickly after admitting that, you go back the pity party narrative and I was honestly just done. My stubborn grandmother has shown more ability to self-reflect than you and I've had it listening to you talk
what's
in
up, Kona?
only
How are you?
victim tongue. Don't ever mention Byron again to further any sick narratives of yours either.
I mean, guys, I told you I was gonna paint for you a picture, right? I gave you the picture of all of this stuff, right? I mean, all these people speaking up, talking about it. You know, even Asmon's like, bro, like, put the fries in the bag, you know?
Fuck off. Have some dignity and retire.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Kat. I'm so sorry. Like, I cannot imagine. I'm so sorry.
Like, I really, I mean, that's my honest, like, you know, what advice do you have? There it is. But you're really mad at him, huh?
I mean, considering his relationship to Emmy, I'm sure he's upset.
I don't even know really if that's the word to use. It's just like it's just I don't know. Baby No Money needs to censor somebody else.
So of course there were his thoughts as well, chap. I'm trying to find all the ones here. So let me also show you some more clips of just his shitty behaviors as well. So this is of course this edited Miskif appearing to be upset at Emmy, lapping him in rest viewership. Of course, has been going viral, obviously with everything in mind. So I'm so sorry, Kat. Yeah, my heart really goes out to everybody just in this situation, right? I mean, and then of course, like to throw somebody's name around like that is so disgusting. So yeah, literally, like he's like, oh well, they don't want to, they're not alive because they were jealous of me, but then you're the one throwing around like I'm gonna unalive myself because you're outperforming me. Like you're just, I agree with you, like you're actually just a fucking disgusting person. Anyway, let's take a look, guys.
Today is the Rust server. Chat, I'm excited. We got some stuff, dude. We're gonna start talking to people again. We're gonna hang out a little bit.
Got raw pork.
I'll fucking take it.
Would you like some raw pork?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll say it. Fuck it, I'll say it. You're a horrible fucking person, dude. You're literally one of the worst human beings I've had the displeasure of reporting on. If you want to speak out, Miskif, how about you speak with your silence and shut the fuck up, dude? You're literally a horrible person. Like, dear God, dude. I read a lot of shitty stuff, but my God, dude, you're really fucking taking, like, my Mount Rushmore of just shitty people.
Yeah, I'll fucking take raw pork.
Good Lord.
Hell yeah.
Enjoy.
So I thought, why not build a house up here?
I can pay rent in your house.
Okay, let's do it. Yep. Oh, wait, check this out. Come here.
Ooh.
Not bad, huh?
Say it louder. I will say it louder. Nah, this dude's horrible, man.
Wait, our
absolutely
houses
horrible.
literally look exactly
And it sucks too because it really sucks because it's when big people like this, when famous people get in these positions, right, and then they do this kind of stuff to people, it's horrible. It's in the public eye, but also on top of that too, like these are the people that everybody else made famous, right? And so it hurts even more because these are the people that you wanted to support, that you put in this position, and they fucking just absolutely just threw all of your support away. It's a huge middle finger to every supporter and viewer by his actions. I mean, like, I know there is a bit of a moral responsibility that is placed on you as a public figure, right?
Speak into the mic, bleep, couldn't send with the
right,
B word.
Right. As a public figure, right, you have a bit of responsibility put on you, right? That maybe you didn't ask for, but you have to carry, right? But for you to literally go to the links of assaulting somebody, sexually assaulting somebody, gaslighting, blackmailing, and on top of this, using somebody's name of somebody like that is... I have no words for you, dude. I have no words for you. Go away. Literally, go away. Like I said, if you want to speak, speak with your silence. Go away.
Yep.
Oh, he responded. We're going to go through his responses. Why can you not be grateful for what you have, dude? Why can you not be grateful for what you have?
Hello?
Yeah.
20,000 viewers, chat. Bro, I wish I had like even like 10% of that, dude. Like, you're so ungrateful. So ungrateful for what you have.
I want to see Emmy. I can't believe you guys are in separate houses.
Biggest sweats, you retard.
They will come after you guys.
They're the biggest sweats.
We can stop them early.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it, dude. We'll join the resistance. You're spelling it wrong. Yeah, my bad.
Most of it is bot.
No, I hardly.
Look, I don't have any comment on that right now, but I believe it.
I'm honestly fucking tired, chat. I'll be honest. I'm pretty tired. I'm just tired.
Okay, so Alinity rated her and he just loses his mind.
All right, chat. I'll see you guys later. I will see you guys probably tonight, if not.
What a fucking baby. You bad me viewership. Boo-hoo. You do realize that Emiru is like the largest female like creator on Twitch. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Tomorrow. I just need a nap. I'm fucking zooted out of my mind.
What does unofficial Misraid mean?
Guys,
Oh, he did?
Listen, why are we all acting like we haven't murdered? Like we haven't pillaged? Like we haven't had to do what we had to do?
There's always
to
somebody
make it
bigger.
Here, where we
I'm kidding.
she had a
There's
one-hit
always somebody
advantage.
bigger.
She
Every
was
single
coming
time.
after me. I had to attack back.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, so I want to stop here. Sorry, I was talking. So I want you to listen in the background, and I want you to watch your response because you're gonna hear these bangs, right? And we're pretty sure that's him losing his mind. But anyway, listen, look at her reactions. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. Pay attention right here, chat. Listen.
Guys,
Oh, he did?
Listen, why are we all acting like we haven't murdered? Like we haven't pillaged? Like we haven't had to do what we had to do to make it here where we... She had a one-hit advantage. She was coming after me. I had to attack back.
What the fuck is this?
What are you... Was that a test?
You said...
Well, I have some cloth in my house.
Let me check my body real quick. Did anyone...
This is showing his violent tendencies, right, chat?
Yeah. Go to the restroom real quick. I'll
There
be right
you
back.
go.
Yeah, she's
Oh no, you can
trapped
see her
now.
like she's jumping.
Sick. Okay, I'm stuck in here. Okay, sick.
I'm gonna make some stats.
Hello, sorry. It's like 20 minutes. Oh. Hello. Abaragi, thanks for the sub. But alright, yeah, I'm gonna log out for now, but I'll probably come back later. And if not today, then tomorrow my normal time, so.
I just don't know how you can look at this like this pattern of stuff, right, that I'm sharing with you. I think this man is innocent in any way, right? So on top of this, here is released footage of Miskif verbally abusing his friends and threatening self-harm, confirming Emiru's allegations. So even more proof, chat. Here we go.
All you do is say fuck you. You treat me like shit. You
I mean, what would it need to add to this, chat? It just proves itself. Like, here is also another clip showing Miskif, with his ex Maya. He was fearing that she would pass him. And viewership and claiming XQC said female streamers can't match male streamers' success. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Have you ever looked at VTubing? Ever heard of that? What a fucking horrible guy. Just all around. Even like his even his thought processes about like, oh, like female VTubers can't be as female streamers can't be as popular. Like, bro.
My viewers were dropping.
Literally look at Iron Mouse. Go look at Iron Mouse.
I was terrified. I couldn't understand what was happening. My viewers were dropping, Maya's were only going up. And there was a part of me that thought that I was going to be smaller than her, and I don't know if it was my ego or what, but I couldn't.
I don't blame you. I'm fucking exhausted with this. Like crashing out earlier. I'm like, this guy is horrible.
Like and I was on the phone with Austin.
From head to toe, this guy is horrible.
And then XQC.
You made the wrong guy famous. You know what I mean, guys? You made the wrong guy famous.
He talked to me for hours, making me feel better about it. And he did. And I genuinely, after talking to him, felt a lot better. And I don't think he even realizes what he did for me in that call, but he really did help me a lot. I was nonstop. It's all I could think about is that she was beating me as a streamer and I was going to die. But then he reminded me that women have a cap and men just grow as streamers, and that's pretty much just fucking it. So, felt a lot better after that. I really did. So, thank you to XQC. And also, I admire him a lot as a streamer, you know? He definitely sets the bar when it comes to the amount of hours you're willing to put into streaming and the amount of time that you're willing to put into streaming. No one else does. I was terrified.
I don't know when this clip came out, so maybe this was before, like, VTubing became, like, very prominent, right? But, I mean, to be fair, like, a lot of the very large streamers are male, right? But to just say that, right? It feels so, like, it's just insincere. It's not thinking about what women are able to accomplish in the streaming space as well, right? Like, it kind of seems like he's just, like, punching down, right? Women can have a cap and men can keep growing. You're right, exactly. Like, it feels like he's punching down. And you're also not acknowledging, like, achievements within our own space, our spaces as well, right? Like, and specifically, I know I point out VTubing, right? Because VTubing is very female prominent, but there's a lot of VTubers that have shattered records. I mean, look at Iron Mouse, you know? So I think it's just kind of, his opinion here is just very unfounded, right? But to continue here, chat, as well, like if you're better than that, you're cheating. If you're smaller than you, don't matter. Like, right? Yeah, it's just, again, the thought process seems very gross, right? And it's not a way of thinking that we should be supporting, right, chat? Because to me, it doesn't matter who you are, right? You can achieve whatever level of success as long as you are doing the right things and a little luck in there as well. So anyway, chat, here's past videos of Miskif throwing objects, reckless driving, intimidation, manipulation, and violence towards Maya. Great, that's his ex. So here's even more proof of him doing shitty stuff.
No, I'm not talking to him today.
Well, nobody asked you to, so.
I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Look at her face. She's so uninterested.
She said no. Maya unimpressed. That's what that was.
2 Starbucks bags of Starbucks I got you over the past 2 days.
Oh my god.
Skip, that was
Throw it back.
funny.
Throw it
Yeah,
back.
there better be.
Yeah, they're all like, no.
Oh my god, I would beat the shit out of him. We're live.
What the fuck?
We're live, she says.
Anyway, there's something about being trapped in a car with an angry aggro man that is like the absolute most helpless thing. Dude, I did a guy that would go like 100 miles an hour on the, like we would fight in the car, which was never my decision. Like it just always like happened. Like we just would like fight in the car and then he'd go like 100 and I would like literally like beg him to slow down. I'd be so scared and I'd cry and then he would not slow down until I apologized.
Again, that supports Emiru's statement as well.
Whoa. So then I started driving only. Like I wouldn't let him drive.
We'll get to the OTK stuff.
Then if we'd get in a fight while I was driving, he would like pound my ceiling in my glove box. He would like scream and like hit the ceiling and like hit the glove box and just like scream.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know the stories you told me. I'm so sorry. Literally a man child. He has zero emotional intelligence, and he also has just no intelligence in general. He lacks emotional and regular intelligence.
And then I'd pull over and be like, get out of my car, and he'd be like, no. And then I was like, well, okay. Because what am I gonna do?
Yeah, what are you?
What am I gonna do?
I don't really know about that last one. I mean, like, I don't really know what that proves necessarily, but there is an entire thread. I can't show you the entire thread, chat. Unfortunately, it's got some stuff that's not saved for Twitter. But there was an account here called Save Emiru, links in bio. They tweeted out back in 2023 in chat. They dropped late DMs. They dropped so much stuff. There's this giant fucking thread of stuff trying to prove that, of course, Miskif was being abusive or bad to Emiru. And this is back in 2023. I mean, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know if they were just, like, messing around or I don't know what it was. Like me, forgive me for dropping you. Oh, okay, alright, gotcha. Yeah, it's kind of because it's silent. It's harder to tell, like, what's going on or the context. But, I mean, there's a whole thread, guys. So if you want the link to this, let me know. I can share it to you off stream. But, pretty crazy. There's just a lot of proof. So, I feel like I painted for you a pretty strong picture of this person's character and who they are. But I want to let Miskif explain himself. They fully dropped her on the ground. Oh, that's gross. I want to let, yeah, like, I guess it's kind of hard to tell. Because, he, like, picks her up and I don't know. I hope she wasn't hurt, you know what I mean? But I guess I'll put this one on the shelf. It's just hard to tell. Like, he's like, puts her down, but hopefully it didn't hurt her or anything. It's hard to tell, but anyway, what I want to add to this chat is, of course, with Miskif, right? We've looked at his pattern behavior. We've looked at the things that Emiru had to say. A lot of other people had to say in his space. So now, chat, let's listen to what Miskif had to say. You know, we should give him a fair chance to, you know, sink himself more, right, chat? You know, I just let someone go from that position, though, at least, like, let her feet reach the ground first. Yeah, that's true. Like, I don't know, maybe he thought they were at the couch. I mean, like, I guess what I'm thinking is, one time I had one of my boyfriends do this to me and drop me, but he thought I was on the couch. So, like, I mean, I wasn't mad about it, but yeah, I mean, it certainly looks rough. I don't know if it was just a mistake, but I mean, it's still just kind of like, it adds more and more context, right? He just doesn't give a shit about anybody, clearly. So let's go take a look at what Miskif had to say in response to all these allegations, as well as Emiru in particular. So here we go, guys.
I haven't even gone on Twitter. I saw other things, and I'm like, damn. But I've been around for 10 years now. A lot of you guys know. I am pretty far away from this stuff at this point.
I mean, it could have been an accident, right? Like, to be fair, right? It could have been an accident, but I mean, it still looks bad, right? With all the context and patterns, it looks really bad. I mean, most times if you drop someone on the ground by accident, you at least say things like, "You're okay." Yeah, you just kind of walked away. That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know. I think there's more things that are worth reading into than that one. You know what I mean?
But I am totally okay with exposing a lot of things and saying things at this point.
It just proves his pattern and not giving a
shit. With any of these people after this, Ludwig was right. I am going to completely separate myself from these people in this community, which is fine, and I've already been doing it. But I have hundreds of messages and DMs from people, things that people probably would never want to get released that are very interesting for everyone, and I will be releasing it as time goes on, because why not?
This does not seem like a man that is regretful at all, right, Chad? He's just like, yeah, so, you know, guess what? Yeah, I got all this shit on other people, so I'm just gonna release that. And Oh, by the way, you know, I'm just gonna distance myself because I totally didn't do anything wrong. Bruh.
Go crazy. Who cares? Who fucking cares? But before that, I would like to address everything that was said today. Okay? Let's get some yos in chat first. Maybe some tryhards. It's perfectly fine. Go ahead.
He's just treating it like it's a fucking, like, he just does not care. It seems like he does not care, you know? So he did respond to the phone throwing allegation. So let's take a listen to what he had to say about it.
For a girl, and I thought I'd want it. First time I felt love for a girl, and I thought I'd want it to never let it go. The first year of our relationship, we almost had no fights. We started to date officially in January of 2022, and up until my cancellation, everything was perfect. She brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my...
Why does it matter if it was or wasn't? You still were throwing shit at your partner! I feel like we're doing the fucking, like, Tinder document splitting hairs again. Like, dude, you still did it!
Phone on my bed when I brushed
my
my
God.
teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. I will throw you and show you an example, chat. I'm brushing my teeth. Right here. Look at me. I would throw my phone on the bed.
Bro, I don't believe that shit for a second. Seeing how you threw those bags at the other girl? Yeah, bruh, bullshit. Bullshit.
I would just lob it over because I was going to bed.
And here's the better question. Why are you doing that? Just hold on to your phone. Like, look, if I'm brushing my teeth and he is in bed, I'm not gonna throw my phone over there because I don't want to hit
I
her.
threw sharpened knives at her, but we weren't fighting.
Right, yeah. I threw Molotov cocktails at her, but don't worry, we weren't fighting. And I was just brushing my teeth, bro. It's not that serious.
So I would just throw the phone. That's it. And when that's the whole thing. I didn't throw it at her. I want to make that very clear. I never threw it at her. I never hit her.
I threw my phone. I want to make it clear. I never threw my phone. Which one is it?
And she even said in her situation that she bruises easily. She brushed over that I threw water bottles with her on my phone near her, but that wasn't during our fights. It would be throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got bruises from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened.
Nah, dude, nah, I don't believe a word out of this guy's mouth, man. Not one. Okay, let's say hypothetically that we believe him, right? How are you gonna explain all the other horrible fucking things that you did?
I know I wasn't perfect with my language or tone throughout this entire relationship. I know I wasn't. And I was aggressive at times. In regards to...
Remember, chat, I didn't throw anything, but... Oh, by the way, I was aggressive at times, so... Which one is it, buddy? Are you not aggressive, or are you aggressive?
Being controlling. I told her many things. I told her to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas, to stop talking about stalkers and schizos as a whole.
Why?
Stop talking about...
Why does it matter what she wears?
Past relationships. And yes, I didn't want her to travel without me. I also said that I didn't want her to hang out with specific people. This is because I didn't want her to get hurt. I didn't want Emmy to get assaulted. I didn't want some man to do something to her when I'm not there, and I wanted to keep her safe. And I know with how my mental was and who I was back then that I didn't do everything right. I know I could have done better, and I'm sorry. I know I was controlling, and I should have just ended the fucking relationship, but I was so confused as a person.
Now, I want to make this clear. So, number one, I live in PJs too, so how dare you try to take my PJs away? But what more importantly here, chat, like, people in a relationship can decide if they want to do something together in a relationship, right? But the problem here is that it's more like, it's not like, oh, we decided this together. It's in the context that you're listening to this. He's like, I decided this I decided this. I made that mistake, right? So it's coming from him. You can tell from the context clues. It's coming from him. They didn't decide that together, right? Because some people want to always travel together, right? Like, I mean, like physically, I cannot travel without Ia's assistance, right? So like, I require her to travel anywhere now. Like, she is the one that helps me do that, right? Because I can't just stand up for really long periods of time anymore. But regardless, like, if you decide certain rules within your relationship, that's fine. But this is not that case, right? It's him deciding it for her.
And I'm sorry I did it. I'm sorry things got to this fucking point, man. The last 9 months of this relationship, things got extremely fucking toxic. I told her to move out. She didn't move out on her own. I told her to move out because I wanted space, but she still wanted me around at all times.
I swear
she would get upset if we did.
Comes with the my dog stepped on a bee thing. I'm out.
Oh, God.
Excuses over excuses. That literal just a Tiger Woods press conference without the press conference. Also, what I have seen on social media, Miz was just one night away from getting jumped in Japan for his lil stunt with the sakura trees, but my guess for that would be it was not the stunt but that another streamer decided to behave like an idiot in Japan.
Probably some. Yeah, probably some. I believe it. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Sorry guys, I gotta do something here really quick over on YouTube. Getting some weird messages over on YouTube. So, you know, he's deflecting here. He's deflecting here throughout this entire thing, and we're like, I feel like we're rereading the Cinder document all over again. Well, you know, this detail is true, but well, also this tiny detail that doesn't matter, you know, is like, bro, like, you fucked up. Take accountability for what you fucked up on, at least minimally. Now you're just deflecting.
We didn't sleep together, or if we weren't around. She always wanted me to drive over to her house, but I never wanted to because I wanted to be alone. And that increased our fights. But the stalkers continued, and I got even more stressed.
Yeah, literally. He's victim blaming. You're right on the money. But, you know, very importantly here, he does address the sexual assault allegation shot, which I think is absolutely one of the most important parts. So let's take a listen.
I haven't even gone on Twitter. I saw other things. I'm like, damn. But I've been around. We broke up for about a month, then got back together because we thought we can make it work.
Oh, his chat is going off.
We went to get food at BJ's, a common place where we would get food. And then we went back to her house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss. She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted.
I hate because I thought that's what she wanted. Oh, well, that's what I thought she wanted. Bitch, you didn't even fucking care to ask or get considered nothing, dude. Because I thought that's what she wanted. She was literally crying, dude.
She yelped, and I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong, or did wrong in general. I got scared and left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then.
It's not uncomfortability. It's sassy. It's different, dude. You touch somebody without their consent. It's not, oh, sorry, made you uncomfortable. It's fucking SA. Oh my God. I'm sorry it made you uncomfortable that I sexually assaulted you. My bad. So I just left the house. You know, totally when you were crying. What the fuck is wrong with this man? Oh my God.
But we got back together soon afterwards. And during those last few months where we were fighting, we were still fighting, but it did feel like the relationship had good progress. And we were both agreed we need to talk about our future. Since it's been
I'm getting triggered. I'm literally getting triggered.
3 years. We should see what we want. And Emmy had an idea to write down everything we wanted on paper. I'm going to let everyone know that what I'm about to say is very true. This is exactly what happened, and she cannot argue this. One day, after staying over Emiru's house, Emiru made me breakfast, and she wrote down everything she wanted. She wrote she wants me to move closer to her. She wrote that she wants me to marry her, and she wants kids with me in the next 5 years.
How does any of this have anything to do with you essaying her, dude? Like this. So anyway, here's a bunch of irrelevant details about yada 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 that doesn't address the original point.
And I just looked at this letter that was staring in front of me, and I just handed her back the paper. She began to cry, and I told her, I'm sorry, I just can't do this anymore. I knew we were just beyond the point of toxicity in the relationship, that our trust had completely died, and that we had so many issues that I couldn't deal with it, and I was not mentally well. I walked away. I went to her door, and as I opened it...
Do you want to bet money this is not even close to what happens? Do you want to bet money? Last I checked, he's the one who messaged her saying he wanted to have a live with her, etc. I mean, some of the messages that we saw, right? I mean, he was clearly bothering her all the time. In a court of law, this would matter, but also, Jesus Christ, was he talking about this in public? Lord, I'd be whipping this man. I mean, sure, I'm sure that all, like, with any court case, right, all the details do technically matter, right? But in the court of public opinion, right, why are you including non-needed information? Like, just address the thing right here. Address the main problem, right? All that other stuff is for court, to your point, right? So why are you telling the public this? I hate to keep drawing the comparison, but I don't know of a better point. It's this Cinder document all over again. It's unneeded details that are not going to be helpful in the court of public opinion. Like, just address the main elephant in the room. Stop dancing around it with all this bullshit.
The last words I ever heard her say is, "Don't go. I love you."
Why would her... I doubt any of this happened, dude. I think he's just trying to paint this as like, oh, like, she loved me so much, and, you know, it's never creepy or any of that. Like, nah, bro, no. You still did a deplorable action towards her. Period. Here we go.
I was a massive wreck. I couldn't think straight, and being that Emiru hung out with me all day, she too started to become high-strung. Ugh.
Bro, his fan base is not having it either.
We would yell at each other,
WTF
fight.
is wrong with this loser? What is this fanfic he's reading?
I don't know.
All the time. Things we never once did. I felt this relationship was taking a huge strain, but I thought it could be fixed over time, since things were just so amazing that first year. But
yeah, I don't see anywhere in this video where he admitted to that, but continuing, I wanted to show you everything that I had, right? So of course, you know, he did confirm that he was violent in the relationship, right? He was punching holes and stuff, etc. We kind of saw that or heard that in that one clip, right?
More aggressive, and shouting began to increase. I was not perfect, and I reflect on those situations with poor taste to myself. I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I don't mind you creating a script and reading from it, right? That's totally cool. I'm fine with that if that makes your words have more weight to them, right? But sadly, here, this is just like, he's not really refuting any of the points you brought up. He's just bringing up, like, irrelevant details and trying to paint a picture of, oh, our relationship wasn't that bad, right? So it made it okay.
She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
How is throwing a plushie the same as punching a hole in a wall? How is that the same? How is it even close to the same? I'm done, bro. I'm done. I'm done. I'm out, chat. I can't do this anymore.
I one time did say I was going to kill myself during an argument, but Emmy did this as well numerous times. She would constantly say she's going to kill herself in arguments, and I have a picture where while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers who came to my house while she was in Kansas, she told me she was going to kill herself out of aggression of the situation while it was happening.
All right, proof.
I'm just going to leak everything because I don't really care. This is the situation. I told her that a stalker's at the house. I'm freaking out. What is happening? Can you call me? I'll call you. I literally want to kill myself. I can't take this anymore. I feel so alone and like a problem. So.
Yeah, you shouldn't be throwing that verbiage around like that. You really shouldn't.
Just want to.
So I'll give him that. Wait a second. Hold on. To Emmy. This man is so stupid. He just cooked himself. To Emmy from Primary. I put a note. It's funny because my note says, Miskif confirms he was violent in his relationship with Emiru. In parentheses, to Emmy. And I'm like, what does that to Emmy mean? Okay. Alright. I mean, I guess this is like maybe his primary phone or their primary phone or whatever, right? So, I think I say anyway, he's being an abuser. So, like, let's say that in a hypothetical, this is not from him, right? Let's say hypothetically, this is not from him. The situation that he unfortunately put her in probably made her feel that way, right? So it's one thing to use it in a situation where you're being like emotionally manipulated, you're put into a horrible situation, right? You say that, right? Which I don't think you should use that verbiage, period. But that's just me. But he uses it as a manipulation weapon, a tactic, where she's using it in a way of, I'm literally the victim here. Oh my God, I won out. You know what I mean? So it's very different context as well. It's from an iPhone that isn't from the right. That's what you see. Use an iPhone as people love to shit on. I mean, this is too, right? To be honest, like, I can't even, like, recognize this. I mean, it does seem blue, you're okay. I don't know, I don't think this is a good look for him. Let me finish the clip and let me look at the comments. Because I mean, real, I don't know who is from what. But nonetheless, hypothetically, right? iPhone's receiver is on the left and the gray, and on the right is blue. Okay, got you. Hypothetically, then, like I said, let's say that that's true, right? Well, I'm gonna double check in the comments because I'm not sure either. But either way, his usage of it versus her usage of it is completely different, right?
Let's show this. She was also using the I want to kill myself a lot in our situation and relationship. This is while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers. This stalker who was at my house, his background picture was Emiru, and when he talked to the cops, he was in love with her and thought that she was talking to him. It is disgusting what these stalkers can do. I will say this. The fact that this guy came to my house and the result of it was a cop. I was a massive.
Got the plushies. You're right. I just looked on my phone. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. His message is legit here. Yeah, the message is legit. However, so this message is legit, right, chat?
In our situation.
So, again, understanding where she is versus him, right, and how he's using it as a weapon versus actually her using it as like, hey, like I'm a victim, right? I mean, I don't think you should use that verbiage, but these are not even in the same realm of each other, right? So, on top of this too, for him to leak this, to show this, right? This still doesn't take away from the main points, right? It still doesn't take away from the main points of, hey, dude, you still SA'd her, right? So what does this have to do with the main point, right? You keep dodging around it. And again, Chad, I'm really sorry to confuse you, to make sure that I'm very clear as well, because I was confused too. This is from Emiru, and his response is in blue down here, so this is from her, just to make sure we're all on the same page. But again, his usage of it is more of a weapon as opposed to, like, I would say, like, I'll be honest, like, I would say this is more just kind of like, I want to have the situation, but also, like, I think it more as, like, a joke. But again, I don't think you should use that verbiage. Are we on the same page now? Type 1 if you're on the same page. I'm just questioning this person being a real human. Oh, I agree. 100%. Well, he threatened to murder suicide while speeding, so we're sending a text message after another stalker and saying printing disappears the same name. Yeah, which it's not. It's not the same at all. So, yeah, thank you for calling that out, because I needed to check my phone too and be like, all right, let me make sure that's actually right. All right, continuing. So, I know there's a part mentioned about the bunnies, right? So, this is where Miskif tries to paint her as an animal abuser. So, let's listen.
Emiru has a lot of rabbits. It was her calling when she first moved in. These were a big part of her life. But as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started to see disgusting neglect. No food, no water, sometimes not having clean bedding for weeks. I, along with many others who would come over, would give them what they needed, and I would tell her all the time to take care of them, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many of them just died over 1 year of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt terrible. And my brother once came over and said, and I quote, "If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you."
So again, he's trying to bring his brother into it, but like, oh, well, my brother says that I should have never married her and she's a horrible person, so I'm not bad because she's bad. Are you serious, dude? This is your argument? This is your retort? Here's actually the rabbit cages from an old YouTube highlight as well. So, I mean, like, it seems okay to me, but I'm not a rabbit expert. So, if you're a rabbit expert, let me know. Let me know what's going on. I do know the rabbits. Damn you, sound. Sorry, my headphones went out. So, like, the rabbits that he had outside LMAO. I mean, again, I'm not like a rabbit expert, right? I don't know everything about rabbits, but what I will say is the rabbits look like they're cared for, right? So, I feel like he's just trying to. No, it's just my headphones. They turn off and on. I feel like, again, he's trying to move the goalpost, right? Be like, okay, so, well, yeah, I'm a horrible person, but why are you focused on that? Look at these rabbits, you know, like, oh, she mistreated these rabbits. Bro, this is, like, textbook fucking deflection, dude. Holy shit. I remember someone saying a rabbit cage pin will look like that after a day. I believe it. I believe it. But again, somebody that's a little bit more knowledgeable can tell me, if this is right or wrong. I don't see a problem with it, but again, actual deflection right here, chat. Talking about, you know, the bunnies are mistreated. So, ultimately, Miskif did drop a final message here, so let's listen.
I am going to stand up for myself.
You're gonna How about you stand up yourself in front of a fucking court of jury people, man? How about you stand up and go to the local police department and turn yourself in? Look at this rabbit graph. It's a rabbit of a rabbit graph. Like, wow.
Sorry to bother you, Elara.
No, you're good.
Sorry, I'm very triggered. I mean, we all are. But seriously, once you post something serious that people are talking about in the internet, it stays there. Pretty sure he's not getting back up after all the backlash.
I am having an aneurysm. I'm gonna stand up for myself, dude. It's already there. You can see the pattern of your behavior in everything, right? And you're trying to defend that. Take accountability. Say you fucked up, and you're gonna peace out. Because now you're at the point where you have a restraining order filed against you. On top of that, dude, people are gonna start pressing charges. It's gonna get worse. What are you doing, dude?
I'm going to defend myself in these situations. I am not going away. I have no plans to go away. And I believe a lot of the situations today were absolutely exaggerated. I have dozens of photos and videos, calls and messages as well, if she has them. I have things I will be leaking over the next few days of other people, of other things. I have a lot of messages that
Why are you leaking stuff about other people? Oh my God. That has nothing to do with the situation. What have you leaked exactly, dude? Like, literally just threats. Just, dude, he's throwing whatever shit he can at the wall to see what sticks.
I have that I'm going to expose as time goes on, because I do believe that this is a time to go fucking buck wild. But I want to make it very clear. When it comes to Emiru, when she says that I was getting ready to go after her and that I was going to use her rabbits against her, that was never the plan. My plan for...
Really? Because you just did it? Like, that was never the plan. What? You make yourself like so much worse by saying that. So like, well, that wasn't a plan, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, oh my God, dude. So ultimately, chat, I know somebody asked this. OTK did speak out. OTK says, we fully support its co-owner and sister Emiru, and we stand by your side in a minor strength in coming forward and sharing her story. While Miskif was one of several founders of OTK, the organization terminated its relationship with him some time ago for reasons unrelated to the recent events, and he holds no stake in OTK or any of the other companies. So it seems like he's been separated for a bit, right? Out of respect for those who have come forward, we will let their voices speak above ours. So, I mean, I think this is, at least they're showing support with Emiru on this. I think this was a needed statement just to at least like legally separate, right? So the part that I wanted to talk about one more time, chat, was just, I felt like was crazy, right? Was the plushie part, right? Again, just been like, oh, she would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punch holes in the wall, chat. That's right. So clearly, chat, by throwing plushies, you know that you're a horrible person, right? So, guys, here we go. You guys are ridiculous for thinking that throwing plushies isn't violence. By the way, this is all sarcasm. So, take a look at this video. It speaks for itself.
I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me. So amazing that first year, but I'm so gay. But as we stayed around longer,
Good evening. Austin is reeling tonight after a plush toy no bigger than a softball struck downtown with the force of a meteor, leveling several blocks and leaving a vast crater.
This object appears to be a standard plush mascot. We don't yet understand how it achieves such velocity or destructive power.
Thurston, the plush fell from the sky and was thrown with such violent force. Witnesses say it was definitely worse than if a person punched a wall.
I hate this as AI, but bro, it's so fucking funny. Why, Kirby? So clearly, guys, clearly, we needed a good laugh at this, because holy shit, dude, going through this, my brain wants to fucking explode. Oh my God. But again, drawing the comparison to throwing a plushie, like cutely, right? Just throwing a plushie at somebody, like, you know, like, versus punching a hole in the wall. Just, this guy's arguments are so bad. They're so bad. So, chat, I want to ask you today, what do you think about this situation? Do you think he's innocent? Do you think that he is guilty? What do you think, chat? Well, I don't know if you saw the guy who did the AI Hassan and didn't claim he did Miskif one today. Oh, we did? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to look it up. What a specific example from this AI news. Now, I feel like going through all of this, right, chat? There's a lot of times where he dodges accountability, right? He tries to be like, oh well, they did this or they had this thing, they were bad in this, whatever, right? And like the thing is let's say hypothetically all of that is true. How does that take away from the things that you have done? And I hate this so much. People do not take personal responsibility for the things that they do wrong. And in this situation as well, it's the same thing, right? He's throwing shit at everybody else, thinking of some mistakes, seeing if the narrative will run that way, and hopefully he doesn't go down for it. This person, for the things that he has said, I truly stick to what I said earlier, chat. This is a disgusting human being. This person think, oh, I'm gonna stand up and defend myself. Bro, you can see the pattern in all of your actions and all of these other things, dude. Take accountability. Don't be a coward. Take accountability for the things that you did and apologize for the things that you did. Plus, he should have been called out when he was covering for Crazy Slick, bro. I don't know anything about that cat. I'm be real. I like my history of Miskif. I've only been doing drama for like 2 years and like non-VTuber stuff for like maybe years, maybe a little bit more than that. But I wish I knew more about his history. I need to look into it. So, absolutely horrible person, chat. I really do encourage you to, again, look at the situation, be fair about it. With the message, again, I do apologize. I confused that. I didn't mean to confuse anybody on that. I, too, was confused. So I do apologize on that. But at least we were able to clear this part up. So, I mean, yeah, she said this verbiage, and she probably shouldn't have used it. But it's so minor compared to all the other shit that he did, I feel like a permanent ban might be the only way, yeah. That's instant cover-up allegations. That was proven not to be true. Yeah, I don't know much about that walk, so I have to look into it. Absolutely. Yeah, again, I'm so sorry to get this confused, guys. I feel really bad about it. Nobody won my game, but I messed that up, so my bad. He needs help. He needs help. Oh, yeah, I remember when he ripped the VTuber card, so... Also, you seem way too proud of pointing a gun at a stalker. Right, exactly. Like, I mean, it is stalker. I understand you want to protect yourself, but, no, he doesn't deserve a second chance. He's a fucking liar. He took no accountability, dude. Yeah. Miz do what he did and kept bringing him, every few years. I got you. Yeah, I definitely have to look into that, cat. I don't know enough about it to really have, a comment on it, so... in other news, guys, I did want to talk about something here. I'm just going to mention this. I'm not going to dive into the whole thing, right, chat? But just to kind of give you a little bit of an update.
Is that him being
Carl
stupid?
Chopes did follow up to the Completionist video that he released. Guys, it's 4 hours long. 4 hours long. I'm not going to make you listen to 4 hours of stuff, but what I will tell you about this video, I've only got about 3 hours in, so I have another hour to go, but at least what I'll tell you from what I gathered, his response is really, 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 really bad. like really bad. I really encourage you to check out this video. I'm going to finish watching it on my own time, and I'll report to you guys next week on my findings on it. But I did at least want to go to the end in the recap, because I felt like, hey, at least will kind of give us the TLDR, right? So anyway... Oh, so what's up, Carl?
Video to cap everything off.
So, where do we go from here? Even if I somehow recover from this controversy, things can never be the same as they once were. Does that mean the Completionist, the show,
yeah, I'm like,
my channel?
Well, first I gotta watch this, then I gotta watch Mujin's video. That's 6 hours about Cinder.
My livelihood.
I got some homework.
Is it all just dead? No. Hell no. I still complete games. I actually never stopped completing games. Even through the entirety of last year, I completed well over a dozen games just because I wanted to. At the end of the day, I still love making videos. I'm not a drama YouTuber or anything like that. I play games and just want to make videos about the things that I'm passionate about.
Then why did you steal all that money, bro?
This is so funny when you compare it to the guilt trip that Gerard was trying to pull on me and Mutahar during our call, where he said he was trying to get out of YouTube content creation.
I'm just asking from a humanity perspective of like, if I am the target of this, I have 20 mouths to feed. I have sponsors. I have a business. I'm trying to make video games. I'm trying to get out of content creation so I don't have to worry about YouTube anymore and do better things in the world.
So isn't it convenient that before our videos, he was trying to manipulate us by saying he was going to leave content creation anyway, but now that he wants to come back, he's telling everyone the complete opposite. This video has been so long that I am seriously dreading the fact that I probably need to do a recap, because the recap itself could be a video in of itself. But unfortunately, I probably need to. So let me try and do this
Same
as
with the
quickly as
Muchin
possible.
video.
Before the charity scandal went public, Gerard definitely broke laws in relation to lying while soliciting for charitable purposes, and theft by false pretense. After he was caught doing those things, he also admitted in his response video to embezzling Open Hand Foundation funds by spending bits, subs, merch, and God knows what else to pay for his company expenses.
This is what we said originally, right, Chad? Like, he committed embezzlement whether he meant to or not.
He also lied about a bunch of other income sources going to the foundation, which never did, including commissions from game sales, event tickets, and sponsorships. And in his most recent video, tried to cover up these income sources by showing a spreadsheet that only showed direct donations and Twitch revenue, and claimed that they two alone made up the entirety of Indieland income. He lied about being under criminal
Charity
investigation,
fraud,
when in reality, the Open Hand Foundation is just being
charity fraud.
audited. He lied about the status of the Open Hand Foundation, claiming that it's not delinquent when it is, something that you can just go and verify yourself right now. He lied about what being delinquent means, downplaying it so that you didn't realize that the Gold fundraiser broke California law by continuing to run. He underreported direct donations by tens of thousands of dollars in his spreadsheet. He lied about adding bits and subs to
Oh yeah, so underreporting totally isn't charity fraud.
the donation
Holy
goals
shit,
during
dude.
Indieland, despite many, many clips confirming this wasn't the case. And he didn't show a single clip or receipt of his own to substantiate his counter story. He lied to you by claiming that his company covered all Indieland expenses, when this is not true. Sponsors covered the expenses, something that Gerard said publicly, and him not mentioning these sponsors in this video when discussing expenses just shows how malicious he is in his deception. He lied about me and Mutahar entertaining conspiracy theories we've never discussed or entertained a single time, including that disgusting lie where he lumped me in with that poisoning story by showing my message, which was me simply paraphrasing a story that he told himself. He confirmed he was lying about the UCSF.
Interesting. Yeah, that was the one where I was like, Carl fucked up, but if he's just paraphrasing a story that he told, I don't think I got to that part in the video.
Time, and was never planning on funding or working with them again, despite saying he was currently their main funding support partner in 2020, and in a 2019 press release, Gerard claimed that he had been working with the UCSF for 16 years and still supported them. Gerard has changed his story multiple times.
I mean, we knew
Initially
that.
confirming in his call to us that he was reimbursing his company with charity funds. Then confirming again in his first response video.
I mean, I don't know. It looked really bad out of context. I'm not going to lie, Satan, but I mean, I was willing to hear it outright.
That he was using bits, subs, and merch to pay for Indieland expenses.
Income from Twitch subscriptions and bits, along with merchandise, have offset some of the production costs. The foundation's expenses include costs for the golf fundraiser and Indieland.
And now he is trying to pull a complete 180.
Yeah, because it's like, it would have been really nice to at least like be upfront with that information if that was the case, right? But now, as you see here, right, he's talking about the expenses incurred from Indieland.
Claiming that Indieland used no foundation funds at all.
It actually turns out that I was wrong. No expenses were ever claimed by my company, either through Open Hand or through the Twitch revenue.
He brags about all of the talks he was having with organizations, and yet to this very day hasn't shown a single email or letter. And instead of providing a single piece of evidence to support anything he has ever claimed about his charity, he spent months and months collating every dumb, insensitive message I've ever said on Discord. A perfect reflection of Gerard's true values. And I have to remind you, the only reason any money was donated at all was because they got caught when we released our videos. Of course, I did mention plenty of other lies, but to be quite honest, I'm over making this video. If you don't realize how much of a con artist Gerard is by now, there really is no hope for you. The sad part is that I know people will continue to ignore Gerard's proven fraud merely because they don't like me. So Gerard, from the very bottom of my heart, go fuck yourself. To everyone else, thank you so much for watching, you legends. I hope you're having a fantastic
Carl
day,
does not fuck
and I will
around,
see you
dude.
in the next video.
Carl does not fuck around. I mean, I'll tell you, because I got about, well, I lost my spot shit. I was like right here. From so far from what I watch, again, I need to get another hour in, but it was not looking good. It was not looking good, chat. So this is kind of the TLDR on what's going on here between us. But again, it's not a good look here for him. So, you know, I will at least look at his conclusion. And somebody asked me if I was going to look at this. I will look at his conclusion. I don't think I'm going to watch the full video on stream. I'll watch it in my own time. Because, I mean, this is just, bro, this is 6 hours. This is like, you know, fucking Lord of the Rings trilogy. So I won't put you guys through all that, especially when we went through all the other stuff. And just one more thing I want to mention for today's news, guys. Thank you for your conversation today. Nintendo's anti-Palworld monster capture patent applications have been rejected by the Japanese Patent Office. This is a big deal, chat. Big deal. So again, Nintendo's anti-Palworld monster capture patent applications have been rejected. So, you know, again, it's only rejected them, so they could maybe resubmit under different guise. But, I mean, it's a big deal. That's a W nonetheless. So, Nintendo's got to certainly hold that L for a little bit. So, pretty crazy, chat. Pretty crazy. So what do you ultimately think about this Miskif situation, chat? Like, what do you think he just needs to go away? Do you think that he needs to be charged criminally? What's your thoughts about it? What do you think, chat? I mean, for me, like, I don't know. I think he needs to be charged criminally, but you know, that's just me. Yeah, I was just typically. Yeah, I mean, it can be resubmitted, but hey, at least like the W's the W, right? Like, you take what you can get. Oh, it's a huge video. It's a huge video. Oh, by the way, Belfry, I owe you your wheel spin. So let me do a wheel spin ×2. He needs help. He needs absolute help. I mean, to treat people that way, to say those types of things is just awful. Awful. And the proof is, the proof is there, right, chat? So, what'd you get, 30 seconds? Nice, you got a minute. Nice. Yeah, I agree with you. So, I'm in love, so we're gonna go see Fracky. Fracky is carving up some pumpkins. I felt like that'd be great for you guys and something a little bit more festive. But thank you guys so much for talking about news with me today. I appreciate you all, and I hope that you have an amazing day. I'm a big believer in the sexual assault allegations made in the public sphere, such that they can destroy someone's career, to go to through a court of law. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, right? Like, it's got to go to court to be proven, but I think ultimately looking at his pattern of aggression, his pattern of mistreatment, I'm more inclined to believe the statements made against him. So, well, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I will see you tomorrow for a big Night Rain stream. We're going to be doing a 6-person lobby in Night Rain, which is going to be insane. So please come by for that. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, have fun with Fracky. Okay, bye everybody. Bye YouTube. Thank you. Thanks for being around. Bye Twitter. Thank you as well. And of course,